Very good afternoon to all of you, and we welcome our chief guest for the session today, our Mr. Atul Kumar Goyal, MD and CEO from Punjab National Bank, and all the leadership of Punjab National Bank to our signature event of BFSI Committee of PhD Chamber, Power Evening, Punjab National Bank Industry Interaction with leadership of Punjab National Bank. May I request our dignitaries to please come on the dais and join us on the dais. Shri Atul Kumar Goyal, MD CEO of Punjab National Bank. Shri Saket Dalmia, President PhD Chamber. Shri Rajneesh Kumar, Chairman BFSI Committee, PhD Chamber of Commerce. Shri Binod Kumar, Executive Director, Punjab National Bank. Shri M. Paramasevam, Executive Director, Punjab National Bank. Shri Sunil Kumar Chuk, CGM, Punjab National Bank. Shri Sameer Bajpai, CGM and ZM Delhi, Punjab National Bank. Shri Ashish Agrawal ji, Co-Chair, BFSI Committee. And Shri Saurabh Sanyal, Secretary General, BFSI. Once again, a very good afternoon to each and every one of you sitting here, and a very warm welcome to this event of BFSI Committee. Before we start, I would like to request all our dignitaries to please light the lamp, and please come forward for lighting of lamp. This is a very auspicious way of starting of any event or function. Thank you. May I request everyone to please rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
I request all of you to please be seated, and I'll also request to put your phone on silent mode. Now I will request our president to formally invite our chief guest, Shri Atul Kumar Goyal ji, with the plant. Now I will request our chairman, Shri Rajneesh Kumar ji, to please welcome Executive Director, Mr. Binod Kumar. May I request our co-chair Ashish Agrawal ji to please welcome Mr. M. Paramasivam, Executive Director, Punjab National Bank. I'll also request our co-chair Shri S.K. Sethi ji to please welcome CGM Shri Sunil Kumar Chugh. I'll request our Secretary General Shri Saurabh Sanyal ji to please welcome Shri Sameer Bajpai, CGM and ZM Delhi, Punjab National Bank. I would like to sincerely apologize from our co-chair Shri Sanjeev Gupta ji, who has from last 15 days, we have been working with Punjab National Bank and organizing this event. But due to his health condition, he is not able to join us, and his apologies. And he would like to welcome all of you. And I will request if he can join virtually. And I will also welcome few of our former presidents, since we have shared the link with them. So they might like to join virtually also. We'll inform you. We welcome all the former presidents, those who have joined virtually, and all the participants also, those who have joined virtually on WebEx and or YouTube also. A warm welcome to everybody. Now I will request our co-chair, Shri Ashish Agrawal ji, to further moderate the session.
Yeah, good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon to everybody. Thank you. I think lunch के बाद थोड़ा ऐसे ही होता है. So friends, first of all, I would like to thanks or welcome Sri Atul Kumar Goyal ji, MD and CEO Punjab National Bank and Chairman of IBA, Indian Banking Association. Sri Saket Dalmia ji, who is the President of PhD Chamber of Commerce. Sri Rajneesh Kumar ji, Chairman BFSI Committee of PhD CCI and ex-chairman of State Bank of India. We have Sri Binod Kumar ji, who is the Executive Director of PNB. Sri M. Paramasivam, Executive Director, Punjab National Bank. Sri Sunil Kumar Chugh ji, CGM, Punjab National Bank. Sri Sameer Bajpai ji, CGM and ZM, Delhi, PNB. Sri S.K. Sethi ji, our co-chairman of BFSI Committee. Sri Saurabh Sanyal ji, Secretary General, PhD CCI. Former presidents and managing committee member. Eminent dignitaries from the Punjab National Bank. Industry members, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I welcome you all to the BFSI Committee's signature program called Power Evening, an industry interaction with Punjab National Bank leadership. So earlier we were doing power lunch, but this time we are doing power evening. So that's good actually. The evening can be power also. That's a great thing. So friends, before inviting Rajneesh ji for his welcome address, there is something common in PNB or PhD. So PNB, we know Punjab National Bank. PhD, anybody knows that what is the full form of PhD? Yeah, so we have this Punjab is common in both the organization actually. So we are brother actually. And this is a platform where we are together and we are discussing this power evening. So friends, that's a great thing that the PNB accepted our request, and MD sir is kind enough that he has given his consent, and we are here actually. And one more thing, because PNB, the bank of North India, is starting from North India actually. Now they have Pan India and global also. So we people are, most of us are from the North India only. So I hope that everybody will be having some kind of relationship with PNB, maybe in the form of your saving account, current account, maybe your some home loan, something will be there. I believe there will not be anybody in this hall who will not be having any, he or she must be having the relationship in the past. Let me give you my example. When I came to Delhi for doing CA, so the first account which I opened, that was PNB actually. So most of the people, most of the entrepreneurs, they'll be having the account with PNB. I don't think if anybody not having, I think it's something which he has missed actually. So that's the great thing that PNB, which our banker since ages, and it's a very, very old bank also. So friends, thank you very much for coming here and joining with us in this program. We have a lot of, I think, discussions here. You'll know a lot about the PNB, what they are doing actually. And as MD sir has told, we want to make it more interactive actually. So the large bank of the country, the all leadership is here actually, and they want to listen you rather than they want to say whatever they want to say basically. So
the issue is all around, like from your side, mostly the complaint would be that there is a lot of delay in decision making. That is one common complaint, and other issues also are there. But let me tell you that over a period of time, there is a huge change as far as the business environment is concerned. And in this changed environment, it's an issue of now about the mindset issue. And both of us, the bankers and as well as the entrepreneurs, I will not even use the word MSM because all of you are entrepreneurs. A lot is changing and a lot needs to change. So what has changed? One is that the formalization of Indian economy, which is a result of demonetization as well as implementation of GST. Second is rapid changes on the technology front. And these two changes, COVID I'm not touching because that was just a phenomena of the nature. It was hopefully and luckily once in a century event, and let us wish and pray that it doesn't happen again, such a thing. But in the current circumstances, the task of the bankers also has become relatively easy because there's a lot of information available and available by using technology. And many banks have developed their platform where the decision-making process is getting day by day automated. So if you are a GST payer, if you are an income tax payer, the banks today have the capability with your consent to get your GST information, income tax information, and based on certain other data available, the banks are developing the underwriting models which are based on data analytics and where the human intervention or the manual interventions can be minimized. And Atulji will speak to more about what his bank is doing. So the problem is the people who are not part of that information system, who are not part of the GST network or who are not paying income tax return. So that is one segment where there is could still be problem about extending credit based on the data analytics model. The second is that as the size of the credit grows, then data-based analytical modeling, it becomes less relevant, and then manual interventions become inevitable. So the biggest problem comes when it comes to the relatively small enterprises under medium category. And the third issue is about, we always talk about debt capital or loan from the bank, but there is also a major issue around availability of the risk capital or equity capital. On the risk capital side, at least government also has taken many proactive steps, and particularly the guarantee scheme, where even in this budget, the allocation has been raised to 9,000 crore, which will enable a flow of funds to the extent of 2 lakh crore. So that is one cushion which is available for where the risk capital is not available. But my intent would be that in PhD Chamber of Commerce and through this forum, we not only bring the bankers here who are providers essentially of debt capital, but also say venture capitalists, because the capital available with the entrepreneur may not be sufficient, but you need support of the outside capital, and listing of the entity is not for everyone. So we need a lot of venture capital, and the government also last year set up a fund, but I don't know whether it has really taken off in a meeting. So I will leave the forum now open, won't talk much. That's not my role, because the entire team, and is here. And PNB, of course, was our natural choice because they are Delhi-based, North India. I won't say now they're anymore a regional or North India bank. They're all India, large bank. So second largest bank, they keep on changing position with Bank of Baroda. Sometimes Bank of Baroda is second largest, sometimes PNB is second largest. So I thought that the beginning of this program or reinitiation of this program should start with Punjab National Bank. And then we invite other banks. And I'm very sure that this discussion at an open forum like this, that will lead to some meaningful dialogue and solutions. And we are looking for solutions. We are not looking for any blame game that bankers say that you people have not done this, and you say bankers don't do this. But one thing, I will end with this, that the risk appetite of both is at the opposite ends. So bankers are very conservative in nature. If they were risk takers, they would not be the bankers, they would be entrepreneurs like you. Thank you. For the rest is all.
Thank you very much, Rajneesh sir. I think he deserves again this clappings. This is because of him we are here with PNB and his mentorship and guidance. I think he told that the PNB is the first choice. Then so he'll be having many other interactions also with the industry and banks over the time. So thank you once again, Rajneesh sir, for your welcome address and setting the tone of the program also. Friends, as you know that there are two key objectives or two key areas of banks basically. One is lending and other is deposits. And there is a requirement of balancing of both the sides. In the credit side also, as we know that there are large credit, large corporates, those are looking for the larger funding for the infrastructure, need of infrastructure. The government has announced 100 lakh crore of infrastructure investment or expenditure. So there should be somebody who should fund that. Then telecom is one of the area which is part of infrastructure. Then you see that Namami Gange, Gati Shakti, there are many large government initiatives are there, which are to be fulfilled by the banks, and PNB is taking the lead in that. And we have with us Binod Kumarji, who is the Executive Director of PNB, who leads the large corporate lending practice. Without large corporate, because large corporates are supporting the MSME also, because when the large corporates are setting up the industry or units, then a lot of MSMEs are coming in the picture actually. So I would like to just introduce him, although he has very good understanding of the credit throughout his career. So Sri Binod Kumar ji assumed charge as Executive Director of the bank on 21st November 2022. He is a graduate in science from Ranchi University and hold postgraduate diploma in banking and finance from NIBM. Financial risk manager, FRM from GARP USA, and a certified associate member of Indian Institute of Bankers. He has rich and diversified banking experience of over 28 years, ranging from branch and administrative office to risk management, credit, etc. He has also served as a nominee director on behalf of PNB on the board of PNB Housing Finance Limited, which is a leading housing finance company. And he is also part of this ISREC, India SME Asset Reconstruction Company Limited. So welcome to Binod Kumar ji, and I would like to invite you for your address.
Thank you, Ashish ji, for good words. So who is a good leader? Question is irrelevant, but it is connected. Who can remember name of the persons? But unfortunately, I am not, so I will have to take help of the respected Sri Atul Goyal Sahab, MD and CEO, Punjab National Bank. Respected Sri Rajneesh Kumar sir, Chairman BFSI and ex-chairman of Punjab National, State Bank of India. Sri Saket Dalmia, President, PhD Chamber of Commerce. Sri, my colleague, Sri Param Sivamji, Sri Mr. Sunil Chuk, Mr. Bajpayee, Mr. Ashish Agrawal, Mr. Saurabh Sanyal, and the persons, dignitaries who are present here. I know many of persons are also connected through VC. I welcome you all in this meeting. First of all, I thank PhD Chamber of Commerce for giving this opportunity to Punjab National Bank to showcase our strength, to showcase our products, to connect with all of you in this power evening. And I don't think we can have a better opportunity than this to connect all of you for creating a win-win situation for both sides, for bank also and for you also. So friends, before I start, we like to dwell only 1 or 2 minutes on the where our economy is placed today. So if we talk of our economy, so what is the feeling, general feeling about Indian economy particularly? In my opinion, we are in the sweet spot of the growth. If you see, Indian economy is doing even better than the rest of the world. Inflation, it is under control, I will say. We used to say our interest rate is, our inflation is very high. It is in the range of, when it was in the range of 7 to 8%. And what is the inflation of the advanced economies now? Unprecedented, in excess of 10%. So we are doing well, led by the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. There are many schemes he has introduced, like Mr. Rajnish Kumar sir was also saying, PM Gati Shakti, Make in India. These are the schemes which he have pushing. And I say I am very confident that Indian economy is going to do well at least in another 4 or 5 years, led by the infra push being given by the government. I have never seen in my life so far the push being given by the government in infrastructure. And since infrastructure are the growth engine, they drive the growth of the country. I am confident, and it is projected by many agencies also, that India will be the highest growing, best growing economy in this year also, next year also. Estimate is it will be around 6.4%. If we talk of the credit growth of the country present is 16.7%. I have not seen this growth in my career so far. And banks are called growth engine of the economy. I can confidently say, you must be also seeing the news, banks are in the pink of the health. Health of the banks are very good, well capitalized, NPA is under control, fresh slippage is under control, and they are ready to give support to the economy. They are ready to give support to the entrepreneurs who come to the banks for their projects. Then I will touch little about MSME. When nobody was thinking about 5 trillion economy, Mr. Modi had a vision that is India can be 5 trillion economy. And if India has to become a 5 trillion economy, who can do it? None other than MSME. Only MSME can propel this growth, only the MSME can drive this growth. And MSME, why MSME? Contribution of MSME in economy is immense. It contributes around 30% to the GDP and around 45% in manufacturing output, 40% in the export. And the most important thing, How much percent do you think in the employment? Almost 50%. MSMEs are giving employment to the economy to the almost 50%. Then I will talk about the Punjab National Bank, what we are doing in Punjab National Bank. All of you must be knowing Punjab National Bank is the first Swadeshi bank started by our freedom fighter Lala Lajpat Rai in 1895. So we have a history of more than 127 years. We have been front runner in all the government initiatives so far. We take one step ahead, we remain one step ahead in whatever the initiative taken by the government. We have positional advantage also. Punjab National Bank is only bank who is headquartered in Delhi. So we have that advantage also. Government gives so confidence in us also, and we very forthcomingly come to the expectation of the government. Friends, as far as Punjab National Bank participation in the credit is concerned, at times many person comes to us and says, sir, what type of credit you can do? So my answer to that is, we can do all type of credit. Now world is so customized that you come with the requirement, we will discuss and we will find a solution for you, we will find a product for you. That is the strength of Punjab National Bank. We have more than 10,000 networks. We have created a special verticals to drive growth. 62% of the branches are in rural and semi-urban areas. We have created vertical, like one is PLP, who caters to the need of up to 1 crore, then MCC, which caters the need of 1 to 10 crore. Thereafter, some proposals come to different powers are there, but all the proposals will be processed by MCC up to 50 crore. And to shorten that time, turnaround time, to improve the turnaround time, we have made a system of MCC reporting, MCC sending proposals directly to head office. So presently there are two channels. You approach the branch will directly send proposal to the corporate office. So we have reduced the time, turnaround time. Earlier it used to go to the circle office, then to zonal office, then somebody again will recommend. So we have cut short all these time period just to facilitate. Then we have a setup of large corporate branch, which caters the need of the more than 50 crore customers. And they report directly to the head office. They report directly to the head office. For the knowledge of all of you, since I am dealing the credit, so far we have sanctioned 2,40,000 crore of loan. And the major sectors we are dealing in all the sectors, infrastructure, in HAM project we are doing, and very recently, since HAM project has been very successful, government is replicating this success story in other projects also. And I think Punjab National Bank was first bank to sanction project under HAM for the Namami Gange project. They have been allotted by some in Haridwar, I remember. In Haridwar, one industry has been allotted 2-3 projects on the line of HAM. They were struggling with some banks. We were the first bank to sanction that. So we are very forthcoming. We are doing ethanol. After very proudly, I can say after SBI, we have sanctioned the highest number of cases, highest number of amount, because that is the drive driven by the government, and that has changed the landscape of the all sugar industry. Then hospitals, NCG, CTC coverage are there to give medical infrastructure push. We are very aggressively participating in that. And many of you must be aware also about the PLI. Government has given PLI in all the in 15 industries. We have sanctioned many loans under textile industry, hospitals. Then I have seen a very good demand in the steel sector. This has been very good year for the steel sector. Even a small units, can you imagine the demand of the steel sector? Earlier said they have a limit of 29 crore. I have seen many units who are coming with a demand of more than 100 crore or 150 crore. They are setting up the plant, their own plant. And we are sanctioning. Otherwise, banks are little hesitant. So 29 crore to 200 crore, how we can take exposure? In Raipur, I can give you one example. Earlier, his limit was around 50 crore. So we sanctioned him 300 crore. This is unimaginable. Even I have to believe myself, yes, I have done that. So we are very aggressively participating in that. Pharma also we are participating. Big pharma, normally they are very cash rich, they don't need. But a small pharma, they are coming and we are supporting them. Then somewhere people were talking about the risk appetite. In Punjab National Bank, our MDs are also, and I also believe in the man behind the proposal. Who is the person? What is his credentials? Rating is secondary thing. We are discussing while sitting in the upstairs, we are discussing because of this pandemic or otherwise also rating agency does not give good rating to some. If your turnover is around 100 crore or your facility is around 100 crore, less than 100 crore, they will not give you good rating. It is their, say, corporate policy, corporate governance, whatever may be, but they don't give. But friends, rating is not a deterrent for us. We have sanctioned loan many ship breaking companies who are having B or double B rating. Of course, I told you the man behind the proposal, man behind the so is more important. So we give importance to that and we sanction. And only one thing I will say, many people are listening. So when I was in field, many people used to come to me with the proposal, discuss kar liya, sab kuch kar liya. And thereafter they used to say, "Sahab, kitna time lagega?" So my answer to them is, and for this audience also, it depends on both sides. As fast as you can give the paper, we can reciprocate. But if you are, see, there are certain things paper are required. So if you are not providing paper, then we will not be able to move ahead. But if paper are provided on time, I assure you from this forum that will be maintained in Punjab National Bank. We will ensure that it is sanctioned timely. If it has to be done. Or if somehow we are not able to do, that will also be conveyed very shortly. Yes, sorry, we are not able to do this. In the last, this program has been given name of Power Evening. So very good, very catchy name has been given. So both sides, let us use this and really make it Power Evening. Let us collaborate, let us discuss. Otherwise, what happens after meeting, we also forget, you also forget. And so we can collaborate, we can discuss. If you have any need, we have so many, you can contact our branch or zonal office, or if you are facing some problem, there are many complaints you can set, or in complaint, you can simply say we have some proposal to discuss. We will definitely contact you. We should utilize this evening. Let us start a new beginning where you can also benefit, we can also benefit. Thank you. All the best.
थैंक यू विनोद सर। एक चीज विनोद जी के बारे में कहना चाहूंगा कि ही सो हम्बल एंड सो नाइस। आप इनसे कभी भी मिलने का टाइम मांगिए, ही नेवर से नो, जब अगर वो अवेलेबल हैं तो। और एज ही टोल्ड आल्सो इन इच डिस्कशन and we got many things to know about the PNB, how the journey of PNB started, and how they reached to this stage, and how they are helping the corporates. As he told the one very good thing, Namami Gange, I think, which is the starting in India, that I think this clean water is the most important thing. Somebody, I was talking to people, actually, they said next world war can happen on the clean water, actually. So the PNB, the bank who took the initiative and funded the first Namami Gange project in the country. So I think they deserve a big round of clapping for that. Other than that, they are helping the other sectors also. Or friends, you will be having maybe a lot of questions, so I'll request to please keep ready your questions so that whenever you'll have the question answer session, we'll give you sufficient time to ask, because कहते हैं ना वो धरती से सितारे ऊपर आसमान से सितारे आज यहाँ पे आए हुए हैं. So we have all the dignitaries of the PNB, the top management, senior management, and middle management. So they are now here to listen to you basically. So we have this opportunity, and we should not lose this opportunity to interact with them, whatever we want to interact with them. So friends, as I told you that all of us are connected with PNB, maybe in any way. So they have many success stories also. They have many customers, many corporates to whom they have given the funding, and they have grown in their journey, and they want to thank to the PNB here also. So we have invited, or the PNB has invited some of their customers. Those are here, and so we'll invite some of the customers of PNB. Those are here, and they will speak about their journey with the PNB support actually. So I'll invite one by one. So some are on BC, some are available here, and these are the people. They started with a small base and they have grown like anything. And I'll request all the leading clients of PNB that they should take at least 2 minutes to cover up their deliberation or their journey with the PNB. So first, I would like to invite Messrs. River Engineering Private Limited. He's into the designing, manufacturing, and supply of high precision engineering equipments for aerospace, defense, and railways. So we have Neeraj Agrawal ji, who is the promoter director, and Mr. A.K. Agrawal ji, who is the key person. So we invite you all, both of you, sir. Please come.
Good afternoon. We started with PNB, I think 2 decades ago, with a loan of 39 lakhs of rupees. 39 लाख से हमने काम शुरू किया था. आज हम बैंक से 55-60 करोड़ का लोन अवेल करते हैं. तो मैं आपको आपने एक बड़ी फेमस पोएम है, और वो पोएम पीएनबी के लिए लागू होती है. ये रॉबर्ट इंगरसल ने लिखी. पूरा नाम है रॉबर्ट ग्रीन इंगरसल, अमेरिकन कंपोजर है. पोएम है, What light is to the eyes, what air is to the lungs, what love is to the heart, that in truth banks are for the sustainability of the organization. ये थोड़ा सा मैंने तोड़ा मरोड़ा है. ये साइकिल इसमें फिलोसफी है. वो कभी टाइम मिलेगा क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन में बताएंगे आपको. ये तीनों चीजें इनके पास हैं. आप एक्सेसिबिलिटी पूरी है, मतलब हमने कभी एक्सेसिबिलिटी की कभी हमें ऐसा मौका नहीं मिला कि हम गए और अब नहीं मिल का है. एक्सेसिबिलिटी पूरी है, सूझबूझ पूरी है, आप कुछ भी बात कर सकते हो. हाँ, थोड़ा बैंक है, रेट ज्यादा मांगने की कोशिश करते हैं. आप मत दो, आप कम दो, कोई जबरदस्ती नहीं. आप बीच से का एक बैलेंस निकालना पड़ता है. तो दूसरा जो सबसे बड़ा इनका यूनिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है, जो मैंने देखा, गोयल साहब से मेरा परिचय है, यहाँ से नहीं, पहले बैंक में थे तो वहां से भी है. आपने चार्ली चैपलिन का नाम सुना होगा, बड़ा फेमस कॉमेडियन रहा। तो रियल स्टोरी है कि उसे एक बार एक प्रोड्यूसर ने बुलाया। तो चार्ली चैपलिन ऐसा नहीं कि किसी की फिल्म में भी काम कर लेगा। तो चार्ली चैपलिन हॉलीवुड में काफी बड़ा नाम था। तो उसे दिखाया, स्क्रिप्ट पढ़वाई। नॉर्मली फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में क्या होता है, एक वन लाइनर होता है, इसके बाद एक स्क्रिप्ट होती है, एक डायलॉग राइटिंग होती है, ये 3-4 चीजें होती हैं फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में। तो उससे पढ़वाया कि भाई आप इसमें काम करोगे। चार्ली चैपलिन ने बोला हाँ देखते हैं कि मेरे को करना क्या होगा। कहते एक मैरिज ब्यूरो है और मैरिज ब्यूरो के नीचे रजिस्ट्रार के साइन होते हैं। फॉर्म होता है पूरा, उसमें नाम होता है, गांव होता है, वाइफ का नाम होता है, लड़के का नाम होता है, फादर का नाम होता है, सब होता है और नीचे सिग्नेचर होता है। तो चार्ली चैपलिन ने बोला कि रजिस्ट्रार का मैं इसमें क्या कॉमेडी का काम करूंगा, ये तो बड़ा मुश्किल का काम है। तो खैर एनीवे प्रोड्यूसर ने बोला प्रोड्यूसर साहब आप मेरे को अपना मैरिज सर्टिफिकेट दिखाओगे, जरा पढ़ तो लूँ मैं किस टाइप का होता है मैरिज सर्टिफिकेट। तो मैरिज सर्टिफिकेट पढ़ा चार्ली चैपलिन ने और बोला ये मेरे पास स्लिप आ गई तो इसलिए मैं खत्म कर रहा हूँ। चार्ली चैपलिन ने बोला देखो ऐसा है, मैं काम तो कर लूंगा लेकिन ये सर्टिफिकेट गलत बना हुआ है आपका, कि मैरिज सर्टिफिकेट गलत बना हुआ है ये प्रोड्यूसर साहब। क्या लगा क्या क्या बात कर रहे हैं, मैं तो 20 साल से मैरिड लाइफ, हैप्पी मैरिड लाइफ है मेरी, क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप। कहते इसमें एक्सपायरी डेट तो लिखी हुई नहीं है, कि सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है। तो पंजाब नेशनल बैंक के साथ जुड़ने का मतलब ये है कि कभी एक्सपायरी डेट नहीं होगी फिर आपकी। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, sir. I think you are the brand ambassador of PNB, and this is a good opportunity for all the customers of the PNB who can speak in front of the leadership. So now we have another brand ambassador of PNB, LCS Controls Private Limited. They are on BC. So this company is into manufacturing of electric weighing systems, scales and embedded software components. So I would like to invite online Sri S. Gauri Sankarji, who is the director of this company. So please, I think start on BC.
Hey, hello. Good evening. This is Gauri Shankar calling from Chennai. I'm the director of LCS Controls Private Limited. My journey with Punjab National Bank starts when I was just 12 years old. My father gave me 100 rupees note, go to the bank, make change for 10 rupees, karke. That's how I started. I'm talking when I say 10 years old, it is 1972, 73, right? And literally, PNB is an extended family of mine. And I went on to become an engineer. I studied in MIT. I did my BTech from MIT Chennai. Then worked with L&T for almost 10 years. 95, when me and my other partner, Abdul Majid, we both classmates from Chennai, we said at that time, 1984, when we passed out, we are not the kind of people who will go to America and settle down. We are going to be here and create our own industry 10 years down the line. So 84 to 95, I was working with L&T, he was with Sanmar. Then in 95, we started this company, LCS Controls, just in a small table, two of us sitting. For me, one thing was never a problem. Finance was never an issue. Whenever there was a need of money, I go to the bank. In fact, I know everybody in the bank at that time. We go to the bank and then, they've been extending support always. Today, we have around 100 people working here with us, and we are approved by Department of Science and Technology as an R&D institution, right? We develop products for India. We have developed so many import substitute products for India, and I wish and request more and more entrepreneurs to come into India, right? We have bankers like PNB. In fact, just now we have taken a loan from bank for around 8 crores for acquiring one more place near our factory. There was I had never said when I was trying to have this deal, money was never coming into my issue because I know PNB is backing me, right? The kind of support PNB gave me for acquiring this property, phenomenal. They came, they visited, they said, Gauri, don't worry, जैसे करने का है आपको करेगा, आप ये खरीद लो, right? It's almost like an extended, another partner sitting in PNB. It is just like that, right? So I wish PNB does more and more entrepreneurs here. One small input which I was just wanting, I took from my office people also. The software has to become slightly more trendier. The net banking software, it has to become more user friendly. It is working functionally, it's all working. We don't have any issues on functionalities. Sometimes, of course, the server takes a little bit more time. But apart from it, it has to become trendy because, if I have to make my daughter come and work on this particular website tomorrow, she has to accept it. I can't sell it to her, right? So it is PNB's, you need to make it more presentable.
Thank you,
right?
sir.
Otherwise, my best wishes to PNB, and then we will all grow together. That's our, in fact, the logo one-liner is together we grow. It's not only with PNB, with my customer, with my supplier. Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. That is what we always plan for, right? Thank you so much, PNB, for all the support.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. So PNB is one of another partner actually. Great, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. So nice of you. So friends, now we have another brand ambassador of PNB with us. He's physically available. So Environmental Engineering Private Company Private Limited. They are into manufacturing, supply, erection and commissioning of pollution control equipments along with providing pollution control consultancy services. We have Sri Rajkumar Gargji. Welcome, sir. Please.
Yeah. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Manoj Garg. I'm the brother of the Rajkumarji. I am basically the man behind this company. And we are making basically the air pollution control equipments. And we are supplying for worldwide from New Zealand to America. And we working with this bank, we are working with the Oriental Bank of Commerce earlier since 95. In 2000, we come over to when the takeover by the PNB to OBC. So that time I have a limits of 5 lakh rupees. Now with the PNB, we have approximately 65 crores limits where we have 50 crores is a non-fund base and 15 crore is the fund-based limits. And fortunately, this is a situation. Our accounts is generally we take very less amount on the CC. We are so cash rich right now. And in 2000, when this bank has been taken over, we are in the difficult situation that time due to this COVID and the other situation that time. Then PNB has support us by giving some extension of our CC limits and is also give some government funding this program also they give some money. And there is a reason last 2 years that time in 20 our turnover was 50 crores. Now we have crores approximately 225 crores in this year, and the profitability is also very good. So it is because of this timely support from the PNB and this basically our I can say the whole staff of our MCC also and the head office also there, everybody is supporting there. So that's a reason we are finding, particularly even the last 1 year, I've seen a lot of changes in the bank, everything moving very fast. So that's give, I think, so the boost of the our customers base also to everybody there. So thanks for the support for the good time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now we have another brand ambassador of PNB. They are from Surat. So we have a company called Jeel Aqua Limited. They are into shrimp cultivation, supply of inputs required for shrimp cultivation like feed, seed, probiotics, medicines, etc. and shrimp processing and IQF facility and trading of feed, seed, probiotics, medicines, etc. So we have the director, Rohan Nabek, Shantilal Patel, and Pradeep Kumar. Welcome to you, sir.
Good afternoon, Sirji. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, audible.
Good afternoon to everyone sitting in this board meeting. I'm Pradeep Navik, Jeel Aqua Limited. We started a journey in 1992 as small farmers. We had 2 ponds where we cultivated prawns, and in 2009 we became a private limited company. At that time our turnover was 27 lakhs, and today we are running a turnover of 350 to 360 crores. We basically are in the industry where none of the banks would support us at the initial stage, where 2009 PMB gave us a loan of 2 crore 75 lakhs, and we started growing together. Started growing with them, and whatever time we needed, they always supported us. We in 2015 converted a company from public limited company, and in 2016 we issued IPO SME platform. Today we have a workforce of over 1,500 people working with us in the field, in the factory. We also have a processing house from where we export our material, and whatever time we have needed any financial help, we have always been supported. During the COVID also, we were supported by the present Abhilasa man with a loan which helped us out through the critical moment, and we are very grateful. We are very grateful to PMB that you are with us, and we hope that you will always be with us and support us to our ultimate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So friends, there are a lot of brand ambassadors who want to speak here. That's an opportunity for them. So now we have Toy John Impacts Private Limited. They are from Delhi. This company is into manufacture and trading of injection molded toys and baby products. Sir, बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हो आप, तो खुशी बांट रहे हो आप. Toys are always, whenever you see the toys. So I would like to invite Sanjeev Mehndi ji, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to invite us. Thank you, all respected officers. Thank you all of you for listening to me. मैं थोड़ा हिंदी बोलना चाहूँगा अगर आपको अच्छा लगे तो. थैंक यू. मेरी जर्नी की बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, तो मैं जर्नी थोड़ा बता दूँ कि पीएनबी मेरा पार्टनर रहा है शुरू से. मैं पार्टनर रहा हूँ पीएनबी का, मैं कस्टमर नहीं हूँ कभी शुरू से भी. मैं एक टॉय शॉप पे जॉब करता था. मेरी सैलरी थी लगभग 1500 रुपये. मेरी उम्र थी 14 साल की जब मैंने काम शुरू किया था ये. उस समय मैंने 500 रुपये से काम शुरू किया ये. मेरी पहली लिमिट थी 25,000 रुपये की पीएनबी में जब 1988 में, जो कि आज लगभग 50 करोड़ रुपए की है. और आज 1000+ वर्कर है हमारे पास. हम देश की डोमेस्टिक टर्नओवर में पहली कंपनी है, फर्स्ट कंपनी है इंडिया में जो कि टॉयज में सबसे ज़्यादा काम कर रही है. विज़न है अगले 3 साल का कि 500 करोड़ प्लस करें. इस साल 125 करोड़ पे है, और पीएनबी का साथ हमेशा रहा है और उम्मीद करते हैं हमेशा रहेगा हमारे साथ. बहुत टाइम देखा है पीएनबी के साथ, बहुत समय, मतलब बहुत मैनेजर्स भी बहुत जैसे चेंजेस देखे हैं, और चेंजेस बहुत बड़े देखे हैं कि कभी काम रुका नहीं आज तक। कोई भी काम जब हमारा हुआ है तो पीएनबी हमेशा साथ दिया है। अभी हमारे मोहन जी, संजय जी, जिन्होंने पीछे हमारा लिमिट तो भी किया, तो विद इन सेम टाइम सब काम हुए। उम्मीद करते हैं आगे भी होते रहेंगे। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Mehdi Ratta ji. 25 lakh to 50 crore, and we wish you 25,000. Oh, that's a great story actually. So I think the MSME का जो aim है, first aim, they can also think of that with this help of PNB, they can reach to 25,000 crore to 50 crore, and we wish you for 500 crore very soon actually. Thank you very much.
तो इसका मतलब है बैंक लोन तो देते हैं, ऐसी बात तो नहीं है।
But the journey in a very short span of time, that's a really great story actually. Thank you, sir. Now we have another brand ambassador. This is Santi Construction. They are from Batinda, so they'll be available on BC. So they are into civil contractor and erection and commissioning. They are into E&C. So we have Sri Pranav Gupta ji, who is the partner of this firm. We'd like to invite him for his journey with the PNB. So Pranav ji.
सभी को नमस्कार। मैं बठिंडा से हूँ, प्रणव गुप्ता। मेरी जर्नी 2013 से शुरू हुई पीएनबी से। तो मैंने एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिया था एमईएस में, तो एक बैंक गारंटी चाहिए थी। तो एक बैंक में गया तो वहां नहीं हुआ, तो पीएनबी ने सपोर्ट किया। उसी की सपोर्ट से आज तक काम चल रहा है बड़ा अच्छा। कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं बैंक की तरफ से। जब भी बैंक में जाएं तभी काम हो जाता है सारा, और बड़ा अच्छा रहा अभी तक हमारा। बीच में कोविड आया, कोविड की वजह से पेमेंट्स नहीं हुई, तब भी बैंक ने सपोर्ट किया, और अब भी सपोर्ट करता है जब भी कोई जरूरत होती है। थोड़ा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा, अगर वो थोड़ा कम हो तो इट विल बी मच बेटर। Everything is fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your short and crisp deliberation. Friends, now we have another brand ambassador. They are from Chennai South. This company name is ICMC Corporation Limited. They are also on BC. And this company is into manufacturing of agro-based chemicals, micronutrient, fertilizers, printing and packaging labels, and cartoons. Mr. Mahadevan Kannan is the MD. We'll request him to join with us and discuss about his journey with PNB. I'm really very happy to know that they're all brand ambassador customers are from across the country actually. Somebody from Chennai, Surat. So I think we are seeing India sitting in Delhi actually now. So ICMC Corporation Limited, is he available? Yeah, please.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Kannan from Managing Director of ICMC Corporation Limited, Chennai. Actually, my company is into manufacture of micronutrient fertilizers and also into trading of some imported fertilizers. And our company is in existence since 1971 onwards. And we were exclusively banking with Indian Bank initially. And in the year 2016, I just got an introduction, just like that, walked into Punjab National Bank and asked if they can provide us some facility, since we were having some other banking relationship with a foreign bank called the State Bank of Mauritius those days. So they said, we will be very happy to help you out. And I said, I can offer you a good security, and you can give me a product like loan against property, something like that. And they said, we have a structured product called ODTCS, and I was sanctioned in the facility of 25 crores in no time. And since then, we have been able to progress further. And then in between, there was a stage that we did not even utilize the limits. And after post-COVID scenario, due to high inflation and other things, we started using the limits. And we are, with the help and blessings of Punjab National Bank, we are progressing well. And in this forum, I would like to thank Mr. Binod Kumar, who was our general manager in Chennai, who always used to guide us. Though apart from being a banker, he always used to guide us on how to do the business, how to conduct the business, how to moderate the risk and all that, for which I am ever thankful to him. And our journey with Punjab National Bank still continues. And we hope for a much more better relationship with Punjab National Bank and also prosper further. Thank you so much for the opportunity given to me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We have another brand ambassador who is from Delhi only. He is physically available. So Sonu Exim Private Limited. They are into manufacturing of exports of garments, flagship exporter of Jara, Mango, Urban and other brands. So we have Manuj Goyal ji, Ved Prakash ji. We invite you, sir, please.
Good evening, members. Yes, I'd love to go within 1 minute, actually. It's the first time for me to address such a big audience. And as far as the establishment of is concerned for Sonu Exim, we are completing over 25 years now. We established in 1997. And so with PNB, our association is around 20 years. We started with 1 crore rupees of turnover. And now we are touching 300 into 2000 by the end of 2023. We are into garment export, mainly into fashion products. And yeah, we are increasing with the trends of fashion all over the world. We are doing in Australian companies, American, and mainly based in European. In Europe, we are major supplier for Zara, which is Inditex Group, which is the leading in fashion products. And yeah, we have always been incorporated by PNB from the very first beginning. Mr. Negi, during the COVID time, he has been very supportive for us because that was a tough time because all the companies in the world, they were like shaking up. But yes, we have sailed through those tough times and now we are back on track. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, sir. I think you have completed Silver Jubilee. We hope that you will complete the Golden Jubilee also. So thank you very much. Friends, last but not the least in this category, brand ambassador, we have none other than our immediate past president, Mr. Pradeep Multani. He is from the Multani Pharma. He is banking with PNB since last 80 years. And he was very curious that PNB is here. I should not speak. So I would like to invite Pradeep Multani ji. And he has a lot of good experiences with the PNB. So he will be available on BC. So please, Multani ji.
Thank you very much, Ashish Agrawal ji. A very good afternoon to all the esteemed PNB officials and all the participants. My company, Multani Pharmaceuticals Limited, has been banking with PNB since 1938 from Lahore, undivided India. And we have had an absolutely outstanding relationship with the Punjab National Bank. While our name is Multani Pharmaceuticals Limited, we are a 100% closely held company. We have WHO GMP, Good World Health Organization, Good Manufacturing Practice Certification, government approved drug testing, food testing laboratory, R&D approved by DSIR, and out of 9,000 companies in our sector, only less than 25 companies have these sort of a credibility. And I again say, wonderful relationship with PNB and that support has been with us always. Sir, I have a few suggestions to make. Firstly, in today's day and date, while Punjab National Bank is very good, in today's date, the private sector banks are targeting the good clients of PNB. So apart from being very good, I think we need to be better than the private sector banks so that good customers are not taken away from our outstanding bank. The other thing I would just like to mention that our Honorable Prime Minister says that we would like to be a USD 5 trillion economy within the shortest possible time. Now, this is not only the target of our Honorable Prime Minister, but also for industry and bureaucrats and all of us, including PNB. Now, PNB has a major role to play with easy financing terms and releasing of funds in a timely manner. I have just two suggestions. Number one, what are the collaterals which are being immovable properties as collateral which are being demanded by PNB, that should be looked into a bit more carefully, because at times one finds that 5 or 10 times the limits are being demanded by PNB. So whatever is the role model may kindly be shared with all our members, so that more and more members can come to PNB. Rest assured, I'm not affected, but a lot of people are. Another thing which is definitely there is that if somebody is having a relationship with PNB since 1938, that is 85 years, do they deserve some special treatment, or will they be treated at par with any new fresh client who comes in, 6 months ago? So please, I strongly feel something must be given, because whoever is an old customer of our company, Multani Farms Limited, he is a super VIP for us. And we definitely need to extend them lower rates of interest and more competitive rate of interest. Again, I thank PNB for a really outstanding journey. And we have had a really outstanding, beautiful relationship with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Multani ji. Thank you for nice words and your suggestions. Thanks. So friends, now I would like to invite our young dynamic president in the chamber, Sri Saket Dalmia ji. He is associated with the chamber. He started the journey in the chamber like anything, any member. So we have many members actually. He was a general member, and then he has passed through all the ladders. He has become vice president, senior vice president. Now he is the president. And he is the youngest president in the chamber, what I have seen in last 12 years. Since then, I am associated with the chamber. As president of PHDCCI, Mr. Dalmia is, I think, changing the face of the chamber. He is doing a lot of new things, and under the leadership of PHDCCI, he is supporting India's G20 presidency, and has been designated program directorate for the newly initiated Startup 20 engagement group under G20, which is a big thing for the chamber. And he is the co-chair of the finance task force under Startup 20. And he is also the mentor with the IIM Lucknow Enterprise Incubation Center. And Mr. Dalmia is also the managing director, that is his core business actually, the managing director of Marvel City India Limited for more than 20 years. This firm is into the fastest growing export houses in India. And they got the award also from the late Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. And Mr. Dalmia is highly educated. He is bachelor in business administration from Georgetown University. And he has many other degrees also. So I would like to invite Mr. Dalmia for his presidential remarks. Please welcome him.
Thank you, sir, for those kind words. Shri Atul Kumar Goel Saab, MD and CEO, Punjab National Bank and Chairman, Indian Banks Association. Congratulations on that, sir. Shri Rajesh Kumar ji, Chairman, and a dear mentor of mine, BFSI Committee, PhD CCI, and ex-Chairman, SBI. Shri Binod Kumar ji, Executive Director, Punjab National Bank. Sir, thank you for explaining the simplification of operations across the country and insight to the scope and scale of participation of PNB, as well as your participation in important sectors like health, education, PLI, and your flexibility of approach. Thank you to Shri Param Sivasamji, ED, PNB, Shri Sunil Kumar Chugh Saab, CGM, PNB, who gave me this amazing information that along with SBI, PNBA and SBI are the largest participants in the MSME sector. So thank you so much, sir. We have the two stalwarts with us. Shri SK Sethi ji, Co-Chairman, BFSI Committee. My dear Ashish Agarwal ji, Co-Chairman, thank you, sir, for comparing. Our dear SG, friends, members, former presidents. First of all, thank you so much for being patiently listening to the amazing sharing which has just taken place. I must admit that all the sharings which I just heard about first generation entrepreneurs, we must give credit to the Punjab and National Bank for really being a part of that journey. Being an entrepreneur myself, I can sincerely admit that timely money has to be an important ingredient without which an entrepreneur cannot grow. And especially to admit an entrepreneur with basis of 25,000 rupees to start with, first generation, as diverse as going into aqua farming into, such diverse things, and being able to have the ability to be able to understand the project, to be able to fund such diverse businesses is truly incredible and shows the depth and scale of the bank. Thank you for that sharing, sir. I think we will all go back inspired, as well as having more confidence that we should be with you if we are still not with you. Thank you so much for that. I think I must congratulate Goel Saab once again for taking over as the chairman of the Indian Banks Association. Congratulations to you, sir. To give you a small background about the chamber, sir. So we are a 118-year-old chamber. We are in the 118th year. The PNB is the oldest chamber in the country, formulated in 1905. So a very, very old chamber. And I'm glad to say that what we are trying to do with the chamber is to really make it more futuristic. And for that to happen, we need people who have the ability to help us make the change. What better can that be to have the two largest banks CMDs here with us? Because without money, nothing happens. And both the Kubers are sitting with us here. So thank you for being here, sir, on the same platform. And really thank you for such a large team of PNB to be here, sir. Your entire team in terms of the EDs, the CGMs, it really is a very, very big exercise in confidence building with the client base of the chamber, which is 150,000 companies spread over 20 states and 4 union territories. So I'm glad to share that 70% of them technically fall under the MSME category, which the government defines. And I'm proud to say that, just like India is changing, we are also converting ourselves rapidly into a middle market chamber, which most of the world refers to companies which have turned a particular size where nobody cares about them. बड़े को सब जानते हैं कि बड़ा है, छोटे को सब कुछ करना चाहता है, बीच वाला रह जाता है. तो MSME के आगे जो 500, 1000, 2000 रुपए, करोड़ रुपए वाली जो कंपनियां हैं, जो इंडस्ट्री लीडर नहीं होती हैं, वो इंडस्ट्री लीडर बनना चाहती हैं, लेकिन छोटे से बड़ा बन रही होती हैं, तो उनके भी एक यूनिक चैलेंजेस होते हैं. So we as a chamber really focus on that. And I'm glad to share on the top end, we have amongst the top 100 most wealthiest people in the country, 10 of them are very active members in this chamber. So just to express the bandwidth of the membership which we have and which we represent. Just before we started this conversation, I had the privilege of speaking with the CMD sir and Rajesh ji sir. And I must admit that I put all the important things which I thought were relevant to be discussed today at the platform. And the initial reaction, what I came back with was, first of all, they're very well aware of the big picture and also of the small picture of their bank. Why do I say that? Imagine if whatever I do, and if I had 1,000 arms who are representing me, how do I create that impact and how do I measure their performance in critical areas which people are saying that how fast can our applications be processed? If I come with a problem, who's going to redress it? If I can't have a point of my immediate point of contact, if they can't redress it, whom do I go to? So PNB being headquartered and MSME is always crying and always being scared कि भाई मैं अगर 25-50 करोड़ रुपए के ऊपर गया, अब यार दिल्ली से बाहर कौन जाएगा बड़ौदा, कौन जाएगा बॉम्बे, कौन जाएगा बैंगलोर, वो घबरा जाता है. It becomes a point of degrowth for them. So Punjab National Bank is here in Delhi, और आपको हजारों करोड़ रुपया भी अगर लेना और बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट करना है तो वो यहीं बैठे हुए हैं. So great assurance from them, and thank you so much sir for admitting where the weak points are and how you're working towards that. I think that was great. And I don't need to say more. I think the sharing and him and the whole team being here are more symbolic than anything else. So, and I'm glad to share that he has given us a point of contact, a permanent point of contact for our members, for you guys to always be in touch with the bank. And if anything needs to be enabled, we are always there for you. So thank you so much, sir, for being here. And thank you everybody to enable this. And hopefully this is the first of many. Thank you.
Thank you, President, for your presidential address. I think the bonding which we have with the PNB and the way we are organizing this program, we hope that our member will get a lot of benefits with this relationship. As you told that 150,000 members are there in the chambers, those are including the MSME and other chambers, other large corporate members also. So that's a privilege for us. Friends, now the time has come to invite our chief guest, none other than Atul Kumar Goyal ji, who is the MD and CEO of PNB. Before calling him, I would like to just say a few words about him. So Sri Atul Kumar Goyal ji took the charge as MD and CEO of PNB on 1st of February 2022. Prior to this, he was holding the position of Managing Director and CEO of UCO Bank. Before his elevation as MD and CEO of UCO Bank, he was Executive Director in Union Bank. And on 14th October 2021, he has become the Managing Committee of IB elected him as Chairman of IBA. So other than that, Sri Goyal ji is having almost 3 decades of professional banking experience in 3 banks: Allahabad Bank, now Indian Bank, Union Bank of India, and UCO Bank. As a qualified chartered accountant, so he is a chartered accountant by profession. He has vast experience, exposure, and expertise in all major areas of banking, including large corporate, treasury management, risk management, financial planning, and many other areas which he has covered in his career. He is also a member of growing governing council of chairman of Executive Committee of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Sir, thank you very much for joining with us. We would like to give you some pointers. If you can cover up, that'd be great, because all our member, and here we have this physical program, then BC is also there. So almost what I've been told, more than 500 people are directly connected on BC. They are listening us, and maybe more than that who are indirectly connected. So, sir, I think in the new era, new age, the government is doing a lot also. So there are many new things are happening, like climate financing is one of the area. So I think our entrepreneurs, our industry is also discussing. G20 is one of the, I think, the great thing where we are discussing on this climate thing. So as a bank, how you are helping the climate financing kind of organizations, and then the MSME, innovative base of financing MSME, that is another area. One major thing which is discussing nowadays is cash flow based lending. So now this venture funding is there, then the startup funding is there. How these kind of organization are supported by the bank. You see that digital lending is one of the, I think, the future of the banking industry. So how the PNB is equipped with digital lending, the partnerships, co-lending and the fintech partnerships. This is another area, I think, this in the MSME space. Now RBI has come out with the guidelines that banks can do the co-lending partnerships with both NBFCs and the banks. And this is an area where the banks are looking to partnership. So how the PNB is looking forward this. There are some pain points or some challenges are there, sir. This high interest rates. So how the PNB is helping your customer in this high interest rate era, how they can, so everybody would like to understand that how they can reduce their interest cost. That is an area. Then the external rating constraint, I think we have discussed also. This is an area where everybody, when we are talking to the industry, they are always saying that because of rating challenges, we are not in a position to get the funding or even the better pricing also. So these are some of the multi-layer process for the sanctioning. this is another area which can be discussed also, or you can highlight on that actually. So these are all the one more area which, because I am connected with the startup world also and the ecosystem, the private credit actually. I was in Mumbai yesterday. There are a lot of funds, lot of companies are coming. Those are performing private credit actually. So how the banks are competing with that area also. So over to you and thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Ashish ji. Good afternoon to everybody. Shri Rajneesh Kumar ji, Chairman BFSI Committee, PhD Chamber, and also the ex-chairman of the largest bank of the country, State Bank of India. Mr. Saket Dalmia ji, President of the PhD Chamber of Commerce. Shri Ashish Agarwal ji, Co-chair of the PFSCI Committee, PhD Chamber, Sri Saurabh Agarwal ji, CEO and the Secretary General, and my colleague on the board, Mr. Vinod Kumar, Executive Director, Punjab National Bank, as well as Mr. Parmeshwaram, he's the Executive Director of the Punjab National Bank, and my CGM and the Zonal Head of the Delhi Zone, as well as the CGM RAM sector. RAM include the MSME also, working in the head office, and all the dignitary present here physically, as well as the lot of person is attending this event through the web also. So I welcome all of you in this great event. And before I start, I want to sincerely thank the PhD Chamber of Commerce for inviting us and provide this great opportunity to interact and connect with the industry leader, corporates, as well as the customer of the bank. And as far as PhD Chamber is concerned, as Dalmia ji has also told, Ashish ji has also told, PhD Chamber of the industries, having the Pan India presence, they are playing the very stable role in the to promote the industry as well as the trade, and not only the industry and trade and the entrepreneurship. So time is, I think we are running very late. I will try to cover all the things. We have the presentation. So what I will cover myself. First, as everybody knows, this is the best time for the industry in the country, because as my colleague Vinod ji has told, the government is led by the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, taking a lot of very good steps, not only for the MSME, for the large entrepreneurs also. And this is the best time for do the business. And you are aware, the industry of the Indian economy, one of the best among the globe. So this is the best time. So I will convey my briefing about what is the growing of the GDP growth in the country, then about the challenges with the MSME industries, what the bank can do for this. And so I will cover 3-4 basically in my connect. So now we can start, okay, na? My presentation also. So little bit I will give you the overview about the economy of the country. I think you all are aware, the India is the fastest growing economy of the world. And if you see the GDP growth of the 2023, it will be around 7%. And if you see the last RBI policy, they have given the projection for the 2024 at 6.4%. And GDP is expected to rise on account of this thrust on the capital expenditure by the government of India, as well as the PLI scheme, which somebody had discussed, deleverage the corporate balance sheet also. Why I'm telling the deleverage? What? Because earlier there was the corporate balancing was over leveraged. Now they are not. Even the, for me, I think you all will be agree. There was a talk about in the past ki bank has become the risk averse. They are not granting the loan. But I may tell you today, what I'm seeing in the last 5, 6 or 10 years, now corporate has become risk averse. They are not coming to the bank for taking their loan if they are not sure if they will put this money and if their business is not growing, so they have become more risk averse than the bank, and the higher of take is being done because today the growth in the economy, credit growth is around 17%. So GDP is expected to grow by 7% in the current financial year, 6.4 in the next year. And if you see the USD and the as well as the INR, so it is hovering around 81 to 83, and I think we have already reached to the peak because we are having the very good foreign exchange reserve, and RBI is also taking the necessary step to maintain the exchange fluctuation. So I think that will remain in the same thing. As far as inflation trajectory is concerned, the RBI has the tolerance limit of the 4% plus minus 2%. It means between the 2 to 6. But if you see the January number little was more as compared to the December number. January was 6.5% inflation rate, as against the December 2020 it was 5.7, and in the poll declared on the 8th of the February, the inflation is expected to remain around 6.5% by March 2023. If you see this, it is little bit on the higher side, whatever they were projecting, 4% plus minus 2%, so little bit. But in the next year, the projection of the inflation is 5.3. Considering this, in April, in the first quarter of the next financial year, we are hopeful the inflation will be within the tolerance limit of the RBI also. And as far as trade deficit is concerned, trade deficit, if you see the export in the January 2023, there was a decline with the export was around USD 32.9 billion, which was 6.6% down by the YOY. And if you compare the sequential also, there was a 13.5%. But this was on account of because there was a less demand in the US as well as the economy, basically Euro or then the US. But if you see the export figure also for the January, merchandise export at US dollar 50.7 billion, down by 3.6% YOY on account of the fall in the crude as well as the fertilizer as well as the edible oil. And due to the sharp decline in the export as compared to, although there was a decline in the export also, there was a decline in the import also, but decline in the export was sharp as compared to the export. This on account of this trade deficit has become narrow. It is 17.75 in January 2023. So it is a positive sign, because when I am talking about the exchange rate, if there is a decline in the trade deficit, so there is no chances ki further the rate of the rupees will be declined. So this is about the economy. And if you see particularly the overview of the MSME sector, the MSME sector is the main driver of the growth of the Indian economy. There is if you see the three factor, the contribution of the MSME in the Indian economy is around export by 40% in the export and 45% in the manufacturing output. And if you see the contribution in the GDP also, around 30% is the contribution of the MSME sector in the GDP of the country. So I think everybody will agree that it is the collective responsibility. It is not the responsibility of the bank. I will discuss what is the challenge in the MSME. This is the challenges. Somebody was saying about the availability of the finance, timely availability of finance. But there is other challenges also with the MSME, and we will discuss in that. If you see the MSME registration, there is a huge growth in the MSME register as compared to the December 2021 to December 2022. The number of the MSME Udyam registration, it was 64 lakh in the number in the December 2021, which has increased to 131 lakhs. So there is basically a 100% growth as far as registration of the is concerned in the Udyam registration. And if you see the number of the MSME also, estimated MSME in the lakhs, the total MSME is the contribution is around 33% in the service, 31% in the manufacturing, and trade may 36%. And if you make the total of all the manufacturing, MSME and the trade, the total MSME is around 6.34 crore. 634 lakh. This is the number of the MSME in our country. And growth you have already seen. Why there is a importance of the MS sector? Because as I already discussed, 3 parameter also. This is the only area, and it is the, again I'm reminding, it is the collective responsibility of the bank, collective responsibility of the large industries, because they have to make the payment timely to the MSME, and government is also taking a lot of stuff which we will also discuss in the in my presentation also. If you see the employment generation by the MSME, around more than 11 crore. 11 crore employment has been generated by the MSME, and out of 11 crore, 97% of the employment generation is by the micro unit. And second is the financial inclusion. They are also helping for the financial inclusion, because in the rural area and as well as the urban area, all the entrepreneur is using the banking facilities. And third is the equitable income distribution, because more and more MSME coming in the in force, so they are also equally distribution of the income, which used to be remain in the large entrepreneurs. And industrial development, the role of the MSME is like a ancillary unit to the large organization. They are supporting the large organization by way of supply of their product. Now, employment figure I have already discussed with all of you, around 11 crore rupees, 97%. But if you see the generation in the last 3 years employment, in 1920, it was around 65 lakhs. In 2021, it was more than crore. In 2020, 21-22, it was again more than 1.30 crore, and the 22-23 up to the December 2022 data, around 7th of the December, this 84 lakhs is the total. But it means every year you can think the MSME is creating more than crore number of the employment generation. And activity-wise distribution of the total MSME industries, 33% in the service, 32% in the manufacturing, and 35% in the trade. Of the total, this is the percentage of the total employment generation out of the 11 crore rupees. And percentage of the share of the employment in the rural as well as the urban sector, it is 45% in the rural and around 55% in the urban. So it means equally in the rural area as well as the urban area. Now, the outlook of the sector, because somebody has told it is not the responsibility of the government to reach to the 5 trillion US economy. It is the responsibility of the each and every citizen of the country. But again, at the cost of the repetition, the main sector who will help to reach this 5 trillion US economy, the MSME is the sector only who can help to reach this economy by 5 trillion economy. And GDP growth, which I had told you, 30% as on date. Our target is 2025. The contribution of the MSME is expected to be 50% of the GDP growth. And employment generation, definitely there will be too much of the there. You have already seen the data every year, more than 1 crore rupees employment generation is there, backbone to the industry growth and globally competitive enterprises, because already we have seen as on date, 40% export of the country is being done by the MSME unit. So it means they are equally competitive as compared to the other industries also. One more thing, this availability of the online trade form, which also help the MSME to enable their business. This will be the key enabler for the MSME unit. And most important, the substitute high dependence on the import. Number of times you have heard the speech of the Honorable Prime Minister, vocal for local. Vocal for local. So this is the idea ki item which we are doing export as on date. That is the how we can make in the Indian economy only. Now come to the challenges and the government role. As I told in my initial remark also, lot of initiative has been taken by the government for the economic development of the country. What is the challenges faced by the MSME? First is the already discussed by although the 6 speaker which were the brand ambassador of the Punjab National Bank. They have given the very good key. They have not faced any problem in taking the finance. One of the person who has started his journey from the 25,000 rupees. They have reached to the debt level, but still the issue is the MSME. I am not talking for the particular my bank. What is the real issue? Accessibility of the timely and the adequate credit. This is the one of the challenges with the MSME industries. This another is the availability of the venture capital, which Rajneesh Kumar ji has also checked in their initial remarks also, because MSME unit don't have the sufficient capital. So there is a need of the partner who can also contribute as a venture capital. And one more thing, when we are talking about this assessed for the timely and the adequate capital, I think not only the capital credit, we should also think, because we all are aware how much MSME unit they are getting the funding from the formal institution. Even if you say data is very huge, for the informal credit they are availing from the other sector. So why the purpose of this, if we can bring this informal credit to the formal credit, cost of the funding will be very less, because if they are taking the loan from the other market where they are paying the huge rate of interest, this is also the challenge, and it is the duty for all of us how we can bring the MSME who are taking the loan from the informal sector to the formal sector. And access to the equity capital also. Then there is a issue of the skilled labor also. Although government is taking a lot of stuff which they have taken in the budget, in next slide I will say, but still this is the challenge, and the timely settlement of the dues payment of the bill by the large scale buyers. That is the really challenge for the MSME. Although as per the act of the MSME Act, section 15 of the every large industry, if they are procuring the goods from the MSME, 45 days is the limit. They should make the payment, and if they are not making the payment, this has to be come in the audit report of their. But still, there is a lot of case where they are not making the payment within the 45 days as per the regulatory requirement of the Act. So, government continues support Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Isme the purpose of the government was how to make the not only the industries as well as the individual self-reliant India, and companion to make they should be self-reliant, independent, as well as the industry also. And there is 5 pillars for this of the government. One is the economy, second is the infrastructure, third is the technology, fourth is the demography, and 5 is the demand. And I think government is taking a step on the 5 pillars so that the India can be self-reliant. The another is the Prime Minister Employment Generation Scheme, where you all are aware the government is providing the subsidy. In the urban area, general merit is 15% and 25% in the rural area. For the non-special cases, it is at 25 and 35%. Credit linked capital subsidy scheme is also for the technology upgradation for the MSME, enterprise, and the skill development. As I told you, there was how to increase the skilled labor. So that is also initiative taken by the government. Most important is taken by the government is the emergency credit line. And some of the, I think out of the 4 or 5, our brand ambassador, even more than 50% they have accepted during the time of the COVID. The government has come this scheme, and this on account of this scheme, bank was in a position to help the not only the MSME, all type of customer. And you all are aware earlier this ECLGS was for the 3 lakh crore, which was increased to 5 lakh crore, and time was also increased again and again. The time as on date is 31st March 2023. And my request to all of you, because this scheme is still available, if some of the customer who could not avail this facility, if they really want to avail this facility, they can avail, because this emergency credit line 1, there was a 20% limit. Then in extension of the emergency credit line, then there was a 30%. The SMA 0 is also allowed. SMA 1 is also allowed. Earlier the date was 29th February 2020. Then they have also this change ki even the 31st March 21, if the some of the unit which was not eligible on the 29th February 20, if they are eligible on the 31st March 21 data, they are also eligible. So this was the lifeline. I think this was the lifeline for the industry, because there is a two thing in the COVID. One is the solvency issue. The another is the liquidity issue. The responsibility of the bank is to address the liquidity issue of the customer. But solvency issue, this is the reason government has come out with this scheme. Ki you have to give 20%, 30%. If something happen wrong to the government has given the guarantee. Make of India push, I already told ki local to vocal for local. Then credit guarantee fund scheme for the small enterprises up to 2 crore rupees without any collateral, because there is a lot of talk about we should not ask collateral, but some of the body has told me 5 times collateral. I think this is a very, I am not aware ki any branch of any bank, forget about the Punjab National Bank, they will ask 5 times of the limit. I think this statement how he has given, if 5 times we are asking for the collateral, I think I do not agree with that statement. As far as this PSB MSME loan, 59 minutes within less than 1 minute, the MSME unit are getting the in principle sanction of their loan, and interest equalization reserve, where the manufacturing industry is getting 3% incentive, and merchant trader, they are getting the 2% incentive. And this scheme has further extended from the March 2020 to 24 also, as per the circular of the Reserve Bank of India, which they have announced in the 8th of the March 2022. Now come to the government's other initiatives. The 5 lakh crore collateral free, it is the emergency credit line. As on date, utilization is 3,61,000 crore. So still this guarantee is available. Around 1.40 lakh crore. So my request, if somebody has left out, they could not avail, if they are eligible, they must approach to the bank so they can get. Uddami registration for MSME is of the doing, and then 50,000 crore equity infusion through MSME Self-Reliant India. Isme government will contribute around 10,000 crore rupees, and 40,000 they have to inject out of their own. And fund to fund, there was a two concept of the mother fund and the daughter fund. This no global tender for procurement up to 200 crore. It was the initiative taken by the government only for the small industries, basically, because if other large players was also participating in the tender, so they were participating at a very competitive rate. So this was the reason कि up to 200 crore rupees, there is no need for participation by the large global में, only the Indian company can participate. This was a very good thing, and non-tax benefit extended for the 3 years for the MSME. Suppose any MSME unit has changed their status on account of the breach in the investment, on account of the breach of the turnover limit, except tax, other benefit will be eligible for the next 3 years. You all are aware what is the guidelines as on date, because they have changed the definition. As micro mein, it is the 1 crore is the investment and 5 crore is the turnover. As far as small is concerned, 10 crore is the limit of the investment and turnover limit is the 50 crore rupees. As far as medium is concerned, medium mein limit of the investment is 50 crore and 250 crore is the limit of the turnover. And one more thing, because the some of the MSME industry which were not manufacturing, they were involved in the trading. Moment they will not get the registration in the Udhami, so they will not be classified in the priority sector. This matter was taken by the IBA with the government also, and I'm happy to share the retail and the wholesale trader of MSME on the 2nd July 2021, they were brought in the ambit of the MSME. Come to the union budget 2023-24, whatever the announcement has been made by the government, particularly for the MSME unit. The first is the funding of the CGTMSME. Around 9,000 crore rupees they have allocated for the CGTMS, and by allotting this 9,000 crore rupees, the credit cost will be reduced around 1%, and 2 lakh industries, 2 lakh crore industry will come under this, will be benefited on account of this announcement. Another change is the presumption of the taxation. They have increased the limit. Earlier the limit was for the professional was 50 lakh rupees. Now they have increased to 75 lakhs, and earlier the limit for the others was 2 crore. They have increased the 3 crore rupees. And deduction of the expenses income of the payment. If payment has been made to the MSME unit, so they will be allowed the expenditure in their income tax return. And Vivad se Vivad relief for the MSME. If there is any dispute with the government during the on account of the COVID, if their bank guarantee was invoked or other payment was not made, even the award was done, which is under litigation. So 95% of the disputed amount, government will make the payment. This is a very good announcement. DigiLocker is also one of very good announcement. PM Vikas package and green financing and the Skill India digital platform. So go to the next slide. This I have already explained you. 9,000 crore will be set aside for this particular CGTMSME. The benefit will be 2 lakh crore, which I have already told to you. And credit cost of the credit will be go down. Because why this cost will be go down? Because when they will be allocated 9,000 crore rupees, although further detail will also come. So whatever the money they will get on the investment of this 9,000 crore rupees, this will help to reduce the guarantee fees. Because as on date, guarantee fees is based on the whatever the gross NPA, net NPA of the bank, based on that. So I think around 1% will be reduced by this. And this another is the DigiLocker. It is also a very good initiative of the government of India. Now the important document you can save in the DigiLocker, and where you are required to submit any document to any regulator. So by using this, there is no need of the submitting the physical document. You can submit the document through this DigiLocker. The another is the Pradhan Mantri Vishwakarma Kausal Samman. Isme particularly for the artisan, this for the small artisan, unko is financial aid, then how they can be more skilled, then access to the latest technology, and how they can integrate it to the MSME, and the paperless payment. Digital pay government is giving lot of thrust. I am telling you. You see the UPI also yesterday also you must have read in the newspaper also. Now UPI payment is the game changer for the country, and this payment is now eligible for the making the payment to the Singapore, apart from the other country also, and wider reach and introduction to the global market. And another is the Vivad se Vivad, which I have already told to you, 95% if disputed amount during the on account of the COVID pandemic, so they will make the payment. This presumption taxation already I have discussed with you. Earlier it was it is the 8% of the turnover and 6% of the gross receipt. If you are making the manufacturing unit, then sales is the parameter for the 8%, and if you are the professional like chartered accountant etc., then 6% is the limit. Has been increased for the 2 crore to 3 crore. So by using this, increasing by limit 2 crore to 3 crore, and for the professional 50 to 70, lot of person will come under this admit, and their requirement of the file of the taxation will be very easy for them. green financing, and Ashish ji has also told me you also want the what bank is doing. Bank has taken a lot of initiative for the green financing also. We have already approved the policy for this financing of this such type of the product. And in the IB also, because I am the chairman of the IB also, lot of, because it at the initial stage, a lot of seminar we have conducted from the IB side also, and even on the global level also. And if you see the whatever the bank, because renewable energy is also coming under the green financing, the purpose of this, it delivers the economy and the environment advantage to everybody, not only the industries also. So as on date, around 9,500 crore is the outstanding of the Punjab National Bank on the renewable energy center. Around 28 crore we have sanctioned in the PM Kusum scheme to add the solar capacity, and another sanction under the green financing to the retail segment is 200 crore rupees. The bank is already taking a lot of initiative, and government is also taking to improvement of the green financing. Now come to the Skill India digital platform and the announcement for the startup. So this is also the announcement in the budget. So I will touch about the startup also, because somebody has also this startup में basically requirement is the venture capital, because they are a risky project. The venture capital in the treasury, we are having the capital desk. They are discussing if somebody startup, they want to take the participation from the bank side for the venture capital. So we are having the separate desk. So it will help to the person who want to start up there. Yeah. And the some 2-3 more announcement from the government earlier. If you are having the loss on account of any reason, the carry forward of loss was allowed up to 7 years. In the budget, they have increased the limit from the 7 to 10 years. And in addition to that, the government is also creating the 10,000 crore fund to provide the equity to the startup. Now come to the soundness of the resilience of the credit scenario. Because if you see this growth of the total scheduled commercial bank in March 2018, the total loan of all the scheduled commercial bank was 93 lakh crore, which has increased to 131 lakh crore. And percentage of the increase I have already given on the 9%, 11, 6, 4. And the September 22, it is more than 17.5%. And you see the graph of the NPA. NPA graph, which used to be around 11.2%, is reduced to 5% by September 22. So health of the bank is improving, and it means the health, if health of the bank is improving, if there is a reduction in the NPA, it means whatever the money has been invested by the bank in the business of their customer, it means health of the business is also increasing. Otherwise, this data should not be like this. And this is the data of the entire finance. And if you see the data of the only MSME, this data, MSME financing was in financial year 2020, it was around 20 lakh crore, which has increased to 23.1 lakh crore, an increase of around 14.4% from 20 to 22. Similarly, the MSME disbursement, it was 8.01 lakh crore, which has increased to 10.5 lakh crore, with an increase of 32%. Sanction mein 14%, but disbursement is 32%. Outstanding of the MSME loan is the 17.83 lakh crore in the 21 and 20.11 lakh crore in the 22. Now come to the what you want from the bank. This is a very important slide for all of you. What you want from us, or what bank is taking the initiative. First is this is the always demand. If Vinod ji also touched ki they are asking you, bhaiya kab loan sanction karoge? As a head of this organization, I can commit to all of you. Even I have told to all the field functionary, first you commit for the TAT. Don't ask for any collateral, etc. Also, please try to understand what is the project. What is the project and promise for the TAT. If they have promised for the 15 days, and if it is within the power of the Vinod ji and the head office, so I have promised to all my field functionaries, you send the proposal. If you have made a provision for promise for 15 days, we will ensure you will get the sanction less than 15 days. So this is the timely and the educated. So I promise to all of you, credit will not be come in between if you want to grow your business. Adequate finance will be available to all of you, and timely also. I am happy to share every week we are having CSC3, which is headed by me. Even yesterday we were taking the interview. I am very frank to all of you. Yesterday we were taking the interview from 5 to 6. Rajneesh ji, in morning we have started from 9 and we have completed around 7. After 7:30 we have started the CSC3 because Wednesday time is fixed and it run around 10 p.m. It was running around 10 p.m. and I was telling my staff कि यार आप लोगों का सबको divorce होने वाला अब ये. So, but even the proposal, whatever proposal they have put in the CSC3, they have come some table agenda also. Yes, sir, if you permit us the 5-4, we are having the table agenda also. So, and most of the, I may also, because there was a lot of talk about the interest rate also. Because we are aware, private bank is trying to garner the business of the public sector bank, good client only, because they will give you the umbrella when sun is shining. So they are trying to take the account which is very good, the dealing from the last 20 years, 30 years also. And I can assure you, out of total proposal, which we are sanctioning every week, around 70 or 80% only for the rate of reduction. This is a fact I'm telling you, 60 or 70% proposal every week we are sanctioning only for the reduction of the rate of interest, because we are getting, this bank has already sanctioned, this is the rate of interest, because the retention of the customer is also very important. The second is the enhancing infrastructure. Bank can also invest the infrastructure project which can help the MSME. If you want, like infrastructure, if road will be there, which will definitely help the MSME also. As Vinod ji has already told, we are also financing the infrastructure project of the HAM also. And adoption of the technology. There is a two type of the technology. One is the technology which can help to the MSME, but future of the banking industry is the adoption of the digital as well as the IT platform. What is our vision? The vision of the Punjab National Bank. Punjab National Bank is not a bank. This is our vision. The Punjab National Bank is an IT company which is providing banking service. And last one year, I think lot of initiative we have taken in the digital, because we are aware if we will not adopt the digital transformation in the bank, so there will not be name of the bank in the banking industry, because one of the person in the Niti Aayog, they have also taken in their deliberation. If the bank, if they will not adapt the digital transformation, banking industry will remain there, but bank will not. So in the later stage, I will also try to tell you whatever the digital initiative we have taken. And innovation of the skill development. This is a very, very important need of the MSME, because why MSME is not performing good? There is a lack of the skill talent available. So इसके लिए government is also taking a lot of steps. Banks is also taking the step how to increase the skill of the MSME, because total we are R-SETI is the one of the forum. In the every bank they are having the R-SETI. PNB is having around 46. And similarly, the financial literacy center. All the bank is also having the financial literacy center to improve the skill development of the entrepreneurs. PNB is having around 170 plus FLCs. Easy market access, then regulatory compliance ke liye we are also advising. Now come to the next. Vinod ji, although Vinod ji has also covered about the Punjab National Bank, I will not take much time of all of you. The bank was started in 1895 by the great visionary Lala Lajpat Rai, who was the freedom fighter. And 1951 mein Bharat Bank Limited was merged with the PNB. And I may tell you, ये पंजाब नेशनल बैंक के हर किसी को अपने साथ समाता है. Highest merger of any bank. Even if you see this 20 merger, which is the OBC and the United Bank, this was the merger with this year of the government. Even the New Bank of India, which was the public sector bank, it was merged in the Punjab National Bank. As on date, around 8 to 9 merger Punjab National Bank has seen, and we have done like this. Today we have become more stronger, more big also. So 1969 we will become nationalized. 2002 we have come with the public issue. 2020 was the historical amalgamation of the two public sector bank of the OBC as well as the United Bank. December result, more than 20 lakh crore, first time we have achieved in this current financial year. And most important for all of you, we are having more than 10,000 branches, one of the largest bank of the country. We are having more than 10,000 branches. We are having more than 12,950 ATMs. We are having more than 22,000 BC available in the bank, which number we will further increase to 25,000. So as on date, around 45,613 touch point. Because BC is also providing opening of the account. They are also mobilizing the loan application in the rural area. Similarly, ATM, you can withdraw the money. Even you can deposit the money also. So 45,613 is the touch point is available. Next, the key financial highlight. This I am skipping. Only this is just for the information to all of you. This was the result of the bank. Profitability quarter by quarter is increasing. The growth in the operating profit is very good. Net NPA, gross NPA is reducing quarter by quarter. Why it is important for all of you? If gross NPA or net NPA of the bank will not reduce, whatever I have told in my earlier discussion, because guarantee fees of the CGTMS, where we are affording the loan of 2 crore rupees, that is based on the financial position of the bank. Moment the financial position of the bank will improve, the guarantee fees will be reduced, which will ultimately help the customer of the Punjab National Bank. So this is the only for this purpose we are showing this slide to you. And even the quarter by quarter, if you see the gross NPA, if you see the figure, the gross NPA we used to be around 5%, now 3.3. So this ultimately the customer of the Punjab National Bank will be benefit how to reduce the credit cost. And moreover, when your profitability is increasing, when your operating profit is increasing, it may be on account of the increase the NII, etc. also, because demand of the everybody is how to reduce the interest rate. If NII of the bank is increasing, it means either their recovery is improving in the NPA account, and either their CASA percentage is increasing. Moment your CASA percentage is increasing, it means your cost of fund is reducing. Moment your cost of fund or cost of deposit is reducing, you are in a position to provide better rate of interest on the asset side also. So this will be the benefit. This is the reason for all of you. Quarter by quarter, you see the operating profit is increasing, net profit is increasing, net interest income is increasing, NII is increasing. But this is, if NII increasing, don't think somebody was saying we are charging very high rate of interest. It is only on account of the increase of the volume, because the last year the volume of the bank has touched more than 20 lakh crore, which was not. First time we have touched this milestone of the 20 lakh crore. Now come to the what we are helping to the MSME, because ultimately the issue of from the bank side, although there is other challenges which I told you, technology is the issue in the MSME, marketing is also the issue in the MSME, infrastructure is also the issue, skill, even the skill set is also the issue for the MSME. For as far as bank is concerned, banks ke liye first is the timely and the adequate capital. For making the timely and the adequate capital, we have changed the verticalization of the bank. Now branches is having only power of the 10 lakh rupees. More than 10 lakh rupees, we have created the MCC infrastructure. All the proposals more than this will be submitted to the branch to processing center. MCC is the processing center. So where we are especially for the MSME unit. So where we have provided the very skilled staff, trained staff, and they are not failing to take the decision who are having the credit knowledge. So this is the reason the underwriting standard of the bank has improved, because I was seeing the data of the last 2 years also. Last 2 years mein more than which Vinodji was saying 2 lakh figure, 2 lakh crore was the 1 year sanction. It is the data of the 1 year sanction. I was seeing the data of the 2.5 year. More than 4,70,000 crore rupees we have sanctioned. It is not sanctioned, disbursed. And I am happy to share all of you quality of the credit. The gross NPA in the new underwriting hardly 0.19%. 0.19%. And further segment wise we have seen, because we are seeing कि MSME में NPA बहुत ज़्यादा है, which used to be 10%, 15%, or sometimes 20%. The new underwriting में hardly 1.41% in spite of COVID, which we have faced in the 20 and 21 also. And the corporate में it is negligible, 0.01 out of this 4,60,000 crore figure, which half is the corporate. The corporate में fresh NPA only 2,15,19 crore. So underwriting standard is increasing, TAT is reducing. This is the only purpose for providing the better service. And game changer will be the digital. I will give you one example of the, because lot of initiative, I may tell you, there is a long list. If I will take the long list, I will take another half an hour. Last 1 year, we have introduced PAPL, whether it is not related to the MSME or the pre-approved personal loan. I will give only one example. June 2022. The outstanding of this product was only 58 crore in our bank. Today, then we have launched this product. It was available, but we have revamped this processes basically. 7 July we have launched this. Today, outstanding is more than 2,600 crore rupees. And more than 3,000 crore rupees we have sanctioned. And payment is also more than 1 lakh customer has used, and percentage of the delinquency out of 1 lakh account, less than 10. It is based on the rule engines. One more thing, for the MSME also, limit we will increase, because we are just thinking up to loan up to the 10 lakh rupees, which you have also touched the cash flow. You have also touched the cash flow pe bolna. I am promising you by the March 23, on the base of the account statement only, without visiting branch for any document, up to 10 lakh rupees will be provided to you. This product will be launched in this is for the business loan. And moment we will see it is running good, we will increase the limit, because this PAPL, which I told you, 2,600 crore rupees, it is available with 4 clicks. And 1 OTP within 1 minute, less than 60 seconds. What is 4 clicks? First, you have to log in your mobile app. Then you have to choose the PAPL on the menu. Third is only, because they are providing you are eligible for this. So you have to select how much you want. Suppose your eligibility 8 lakh rupees, but you want only 1 lakh rupees. And what payment term you want? 60 months it is allowed. You may be only 2 years. So third is the what amount you want, what tenure you want. And fourth is okay. Then you will get the OTP. And moment you will fill up the OTP, within 60 seconds, amount will be credited in your account. So this is a bilkul without any manual intervention. So sometimes you may say कि sir, why they are asking so much of time, कुछ गलत लगता है. तो इसमें तो human intervention zero. Similarly, this platform will be available for the business loan by March 23. We have targeted, and then we will increase the limit also. And lot of product, credit card, pre-qualified credit card. This is also available through mobile app. Even the beauty of this card is this will be available within 60 seconds. Even you have not received the physical card, because moment you will be eligible, it will be through post you will receive. But you can use this card. It is virtually available on your mobile with your CVV number, and this CV number will be changed automatically for next transaction, so you will remain safe also. And we have one thing we have provided, EOTS. We are the first in the industry. EOTS up to 10 lakh rupees. This EOTS may you have to visit our site, fill up your account number, and make the payment, and you will get the no-do certificate. It is ND, non-discriminatory. Amount is fixed. Customer is not required to come to the branch. And Insta saving bank account, we have provided tab to all the branches. And instant saving bank account is being opened. EOT and renewal also, because you may be concerned with the renewal, because every time you are thinking you have to give lot of paper. Mudra is available up to 1 lakh digitally. Kisan credit card up to 1.60 is available digitally, and renewal of all the loan up to 10 lakh rupees without visiting by the customer to the branch. Only they will get one OTP. They have to say okay. Automatically account will be renewed. So there is a long list. Last 1 year we have done a lot of things for the digital, for the convenience of the customer. Customer चाहता क्या है? Customer want 3 things. We are working on that. First, customer want convenience. Customer want right price. You have already heard कि सब ज़्यादा ले रहे हो आप. Right price. Third is the confidence. So convenience is the example which I told you, PAPL. Without visiting, you can get the money in your account. Second, right price. I can tell you there may be a demand because 2-3 customers who were the brand ambassador of the PNB, they have told, even Agrawal साहब ने भी कहा कि थोड़ा सा आप इंटरेस्ट लेते हैं. सर आज आप ये देखिए 4% से 6.5% रिपो रेट हो गई. अगर हम आपका 2.5 की बजाय 2 भी बढ़ाते तो भी आप कहते हो यार बहुत ज्यादा हो गया. Today, some of the loan which we are providing at 8%, 8.30%. Today, for your information, deposit is not available, even 7.8, 7.9 for 1 year. Some customer is asking for the 7.5. You tell me, if deposit is not available, less than 8% for 1 year, how bank will be in a position? So tomorrow bank will become NP out of, bank will come in the SMA too. So my request to all of you, you should be in a position to pass on this interest to the ultimate customer, because inflation which we are having, it is not the India's trend, it is a global trend. If you see the US yield, which used to be around 0.25, 0.3, it is more than 4%. But India में 4% rate नहीं बढ़े हैं. Globally आप देखिए, there is an increase 4% rate in the interest, the 10 years USGS देखिए आप, US yield more than 4%. 10-year US yield is more than 4%. We used to be less than 1%. तो यहाँ तो आपका केवल 1% भी नहीं बढ़ा सर. तो my request to all of you, don't think, otherwise बैंक नहीं रहेंगे आपके. If you will tell the bank you have to afford the loan less than the cost of deposit, so what will be the, you can well understand. I should not elaborate also. So this is the lot of step has been taken for the convenience of the customer, which I told you. Right price we are charging. As I told you, every week we are, whatever the proposal we are getting, so we are also giving the competition to the private bank. They cannot touch any account of the PNB. This I can assure you. They cannot touch. Earlier, on account of the amalgamation, we are aware there was some issue, but last 1 year, I have not got any information. Any account has been taken by the private bank on account of the interest issue. And the mid corporate already explained by the Vinodji, and large corporate also. And this purpose of this MCC and the large corporate, if proposal is of the head office sanction, it is coming directly. And the big loan also, which I told you, which is of the MC sanction also. Earlier, we used to have 1 MC every month. Now we are having 2 MC. And every week, we are doing the NBG also. So TED automatically reduce हो रहा है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Next is this is the mix of the bank. Out of bank is doing the business of 20 lakh crore. Out of 20 lakh crore, 12 lakh crore is the deposit. More than 8 lakh crore is the advances. Out of 8 lakh crore, 1,24,000 crore rupees only for the MSME. MSME में भी 53,000 is the for the micro. आपका 44,000 around for the small and 26,000 medium. So it means share of the micro is much more as compared to the other. This is the GSCL में we are, as I told you, we have also helped. The amount sanction is up to December 21,000, outstanding around 19,000. Mudra loan we are also giving, we are achieving the target also. And PM Sunidhi also. This PM Sunidhi which I was telling, it was also within 1 and 2 months, it will be the digitally available. Although part is the digital only, Stand Up India is also, because the as per the guidance of the government, Stand Up में आपको 1 women and the 1 SC ST we are having 10,000 branches. So around 20,000 we have to sanction, and we are sanctioning. This is the important slide. For next slide is the what scheme, special scheme. What is the SKSM scheme? PNB Mahila Udyami for the ladies के लिए, this is empower to the women also. The another is the credit enhancement guarantee scheme for the scheduled caste. ये भी है हमारे पास. Stand Up India, as I told you also, for SC and the women. At least 2 we have to do every month. Venture capital, this is also very important for the startup at the MSME unit. If they need venture capital, we have the for the SC as well the other also treasury branch is doing, and PMEGP, where the government is also providing the subsidy. The another is this is the scheme. This is the scheme. Please read. If I will read another, it will take another 5-10 minutes. All type of, I can promise to all of you, पंजाब नेशनल बैंक में हर तरह की स्कीम है हर तरह के कस्टमर के लिए. आई डू नॉट फाइंड एनी स्कीम which other public sector bank or private sector bank is providing, Punjab National Bank नहीं providing ऐसा कोई भी, not a single product. Even this PNB Sampatti, if you will read this PNB Sampatti, some of the customer, if they don't have the balance sheet, etc. also, this is a very good product. Again, mortgage of their property, this product is available. So PNB Sampatti, PNB GST Express, and PNB GST Express में you see, it is normally Rajneesh ji, I told the NAIC committee. NAIC committee में loan is 20%. Requirement is 25% of the turnover, 5% is the margin. It means bank are providing 20% as per the NAIC committee. But in GST, वहाँ पे if customer is registered in the GST, we are providing 25% advance, 5% extra. And it is without any hassle. They are not required to give any paper, etc. Also, only we have to justify whatever the turnover they have filled up in the GST return. The another is the key highlight is of the single scheme. This is the highlight for the MSME customer के लिए भाई. Scheme for manufacturing के लिए भी available है, service, trading, agriculture. Are facilities available by the working capital, term loan, even pre-approved term loan also. Even we are having the scheme, some industries, they want the term loan in between also. So we are having the scheme pre-approved term loan. At the time of use, they can make additional feature, MSME VCS, MSME open. This open term loan is the pre-approved term loan. They don't have the project in their hand as on date, but on the basis of their strength of their balance sheet, we are sanctioning car loan in the name of the company also. This PNB Sampatti is a very good scheme. If some of the entrepreneur or the businessmen, if they are not in a position to submit their data, suppose they are not maintaining balance sheet, या time लग रहा है, so this is loan against the property which they can use for this their working capital requirement, term loan, even for the non-fund scheme also. And इसमें we are providing term loan up to 15 years and 4 times of their annual income also. If they don't have the data, etc., 4 times of the income we are providing. Turnaround time we have already discussed. We have taken a lot of initiative. Interest rate, yeah, again I am assuring you, don't think PNB charging. PNB is providing all the loan to all the borrower at a very, very competitive rate. And next, the digital initiative, which I just, I will take only the e-renewal facility. I have already told. Renewal में they are not required to any submit based on the behavior of the account. PNB Lens is the processing center, and times will come, we will provide to the customer also where their proposal is held up. Not only we are aware ki where the proposal of the customer is held up, time will come, we will provide this information to the customer also कि आपका कहाँ पे pending है, whether branch level, circle level, zone level. Cash flow based financing you are saying, Ashish ji, this is based on the केवल account statement. GST Express, trades where we are already on board and we are discounting the bill also. And this PNB API word portal and this EOTS scheme we have to, customer is not required to come to the bank. They can make their payment and it is fixed formula. They are not required to negotiate कि कहाँ पे देना है आपको. This based on the NPA category. And this PNB GST Sahay. We are the #1 public sector bank because SIDBI is doing this. It is only for the MSME. We are the #1 bank and we have launched this product on the 2 days back only. GST Sahay. इसमें credit against the GST invoice for the buyer. B2B we will provide. KC Tatkal, which I told you 1.60 and PNB 1 to pay. The tie-ups. You were asking about the co-lending. This is a very good model, I am telling you, but there is a challenges. There is a challenges of the integration between the NBFC and the bank. Every bank is trying. We are already having the tie-up with the Lending Craft, Paisa Bol, Vidika Capital, as well as the other company also, IIFL also. In addition to that, we are having the tie-up with the OEMs for the commercial vehicle, tie-up for the supply chain. This co-lending model में you ऋण सेतु ये हमने अभी start किया है because we were facing problem. We are making co-lending with the NBFC, but integration of the technical platform and our platform was facing the problem. ऋण सेतु जैसे वो लंका में वो बनाया था, तो ये अपने ऋण सेतु पोर्टल we have developed out of our own. We will provide this portal to the any NBFC company. So little bit they have to require very less changes in their software. So this will help us. This we have recently prepared in our bank. So this will help us because we are having the under tie-up with the so many other NBFCs company. So this co-lending model will help to the NBFCs, will help the our bank as well as the customer. It will be win-win situation for all of, because when NBFC will make the tie-up with us, they will be in a position to provide the at the cheaper rate of interest. And we will be in a position to deploy our fund at a very more competitive, and ultimately customer will be benefit. Improving assets quality, which I told you, will give the benefit to all of you, because the what we want from you, आप क्या चाहते हो वो मैंने आपको बताया, थोड़ा हमारा भी सुन लीजिए हम क्या चाहते हैं. तो ask from you, you know about your account, आपका MSME के बारे में जानिए, सरफेसी एक्ट के बारे में जानिए, अपना सिविल रिपोर्ट के बराबर में बराबर ध्यान रखिए, because it is a very important parameter for your rate of interest and credit underwriting, because whatever credit underwriting I am discussing with you digital platform, the main is the civil report, and inform all the detail and help us to serve better. जो विरोध JDB का वो पूछते हैं, उन्होंने कहा depends on both of us. If you will submit the required information, we will be very faster. So detail आप दीजिए, satisfactory content of the cash credit working capital, because some of the account if turnover is less than the even interest also unnecessary account will become NPA. Loan installment interest to be serviced at the regularly time. Review renewal data आप time से करिए. Continuous profit earning रहिए, आप profit आप earn करते रहेंगे तो बैंक की हेल्थ भी अच्छी रहेगी, NPA कम होगा, अल्टीमेटली आपको बेनिफिट होगा. एंड आउटसाइड लायबिलिटी टू दी नेटवर्थ, ये भी आप अपनी रेशो देखते रहिए. फॉर दी इलाहाबाद बैंक कस्टमर फर्स्ट अप्रोच मेजर्स टेकिंग in each and every circle office and the zonal office, designated chief customer executive officer we have provided in each every circle and the zone. They will take care of you. And nomination facilities is available on the internet as well as on the PNB mobile app of the bank. And why I have used 3 words: convenience, right price. Third is the confidence. When we are talking about the confidence, it means if you are using the product of the Punjab National Bank, you should be confident. Cyber security बराबर है. So even in the mobile app में SIM binding has been implemented in the PNB work. There is a very less chances of the hack by somebody cannot do hack your mobile app. And WhatsApp banking for the non-financial transaction. Suppose you want getting information not in the financial transaction, that is available on the WhatsApp banking. IVR service through contact center, and new services contact center पे आप डेबिट फ्रीज, if you want to make debit freeze, that call center पे फोन करके कर सकते हो. Issue as the TDS certificate is also available on the contact center. UDIR को dispute अगर है बैंक के और आपके बीच में, वो भी redressal services available. Way forward, pre-approved business loan मैंने आपको बोला अभी, this will be available by the March 2023. आपको आने की जरूरत नहीं है, हसल फ्री. एंड PM सुविधा स्कीम will also be available पूरा आपका डिजिटल पे. PNB e-GST Express, this also will be available on the digital mode. When I am using digital mode, customer is not required to submit any paper. Customer is not required to visit any branches. You will see the experience. Bank without one, your mobile phone will be serve your banking requirement. And last but not the least, PNB has got the award from the even not less than the Honorable Prime Minister also. And today I'm happy to share of you, my CGM is, after attending this program, is going to attend the another program where PNB is being facilitated by the MSME Minister, and they are getting this award. With this word, I will conclude myself, and I can assure all of you, PNB आपका बैंक है. without any hesitation, you can visit any branch, you can visit any circle, you can visit any zone. Even in the case of the problem, you can visit our head office also. And whatever Dalmaji was telling, after coming to this, we are thinking how we can help the member of the PhD chamber, because I was told 150,000 member is there. Either we will open this separate desk with 1 person, 2 person, as in case of the whatever number we want, he will be the first person contact for all your member. Even you want to avail, your member want to avail from the Pan India Persian, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta, this will be the first, only 1 person contact for all of you. They will take care in the other branches of our bank. Either we can, you were suggesting that we will think whether we should open our one of the contact point in your chamber also, that we will think. So once again, thank you for patient hearing. I have taken much time, I think, and I can assure you, PNB आपका बैंक है, right price, we will provide all the product which is available. Thank you. Thank you.
Very insightful deliberation. I think you have covered everything. Any leader from the bank I have seen first time spoken in a detailed manner, and I think leader is leading from the front. You have proven that actually. So thank you very much, sir. I think he deserves standing ovation for his. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I think we got to know a lot about the PNB, and I've been told by your senior official that this presentation has been prepared for this PhD program. I think nothing can be better than that actually. The kind of seriousness you have for this program is really great. So friends, now PNB has done its job. Now it is our duty to show the faith and to show the trust to go to the PNB and to get the further relationship or to do the banking with the PNB. Thank you very much, friends. I think he again deserves for the round of applause. Many things you have told, sir. I'll not repeat it because of time constraint. Now I would like to invite Sri Param Shivamji, who is the ED of the bank, and he has more than, I think, 32 years of experience in banking in various departments. So, sir, I would like to just, if you can cover up, MSME, sir, has covered a lot actually. But there are some pain points because this PhD chamber, although it's a Pan India chamber, we are Apex chamber, but predominantly we have large number of members who are from MSME. So there are certain pain points are there or certain challenges are there which the members are discussing with us. One is that in this current era when the repo rate has increased from 2.5%, and as per the RBI guidelines, this should be passed on to the all MSME retail customer. So they are directly getting hit because of this. While your MCLR has increased from maybe 70 to 80 paisa, so that the corporates which are mid and large, they are not getting hit. So is there any solution for the MSME customers where they can switch one time, like in 2019 when the RBI came out with this, they have given this option that somebody want to convert from the other benchmark to the outside external benchmark. There was a scheme for that. So if it can be done, many of the MSME member will get this advantage. And I was reading some report, CRISIL has published report that they have surveyed of more than 5,000 MSMEs. If there is an increase of 1% rate of interest of MSME customer or MSME client, there is a drop of 8% in the profit of the MSME. So this is a very, very alarming situation. We have to, as a banker, although many things will not be in your hand, but as a banker, if you can highlight on that, what is the solutions you are giving to the MSME or retail customer, that's the one area if you can cover up. And the another aspect, the rating, credit rating, where most of the MSMEs are not getting the higher credit rating. So that is also again creating hurdle to them for getting the funding from the bank at the right price and the right amount also. And the third is the NBFC, is one of the area where the lot of NBFCs are doing good job for the MSME sector actually, and they are looking towards bank for the funding. So as a bank, how you are supporting this sector also. So over to you, and sir, welcome to you. Thank you.
Good evening to all. Most respected MD CEO sir, Sri Sakit Dalmia, President, PhD Chamber, Sri Rajnish Kumar, Chairman, BFSI Committee, PhD Chamber, my colleague on the board, Binod ji, dignitaries from PhD here on virtual mode also, my colleagues from PNB, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thanks to PhD for giving this opportunity to all the PNBians to showcase the products what we have with regard to advances, especially to MSME. Really, I'm happy to know 150,000 units are under the PhD Chamber of Commerce. Sir, in one word, we can conclude that definitely PNB is with you. You can take straight away. We are a bank for you. We are ready to serve all the 150,000 units. As my MD sir has told, definitely we'll be opening one help desk. Who will coordinate end to end? You need not run from pillar to post. We will devise that model so that any of your units, entrepreneurs, industrialists, whomsoever it may be, they can have a single point, nodal point of contact, who will be sitting in our head office or corporate office, so that your issue will be resolved in toto. So that part definitely we will take care. We are with you, PNB is with you. Since for the past 2 hours, our MD sir as well as Binodji has touched upon all the advances side, I would like to cover upon other than advances. If all of you are having account with us, kindly deposit your money in that account. If by chance, if you are not having account with us, kindly open an account with us. It's not you alone. It's your friends. It's your relatives. It's your customer with whom you are dealing. Maybe raw material supplier or end product buyer. Whomsoever it may be, introduce them to us to serve end to end. Entire ecosystem we want to finance. We want to be a part of your growth process. So kindly help us to get more accounts opened. Maybe SB, maybe current account, maybe term deposits. As entrepreneurs or industrialists, definitely we will be seeing the wealth part. We will not see the unit alone. You will be having a foresightedness. Our bank is having every facility. If you want to go for mutual funds, a series of companies we have tied up. If you want to go for insurance, maybe life, we are having our own company, PNB MetLife. Make use of it. LIC of India, we are the corporate agent for them. Make use of it. For non-life, Oriental Insurance we have tied up, Cholamandalam we have tied up, Bajaj Alliance we have tied up. In any case you are going to do, kindly do with our people, so that you will be benefited, bank also will be benefited. Same is the case with healthcare. Star Health, tie up with us. Care Health, tie up with us. You name any product, everything is available with PNB. Only thing, I wish my customer should use it. As a member of PhD, my humble request to all the members is, please use our product. We are there to serve you. Our MD sir has shown PNB One app. It comprises more than 235 products inside. 235 products inside one app. It is almost a bank on your palm. You need not visit a branch. You can do every transaction. Everything is available in that PNB One app. Please download. Please open account with us. Please download PNB One app. Please use it. we want suggestions from you also to upgrade ourselves, to be on par with industry. We need your suggestions also. Whatever good thing you are having a feeling with regard to PNB, please tell to others. Whatever negative things you are having in your mind, kindly tell us so that we can correct. We can provide best of the best service to you. As SME units, PNB doesn't want you people to continue as SME alone. All our SME units should be graduated, should be upgraded as corporates also by wonderful growth. That is the minimum wish what the PNB puts forth to all the PhD members. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So MSME to large corporate, you are saying, sir. I always say MSME to MNC. This should be the target for us basically. We should be global. So thank you very much, sir, for your nice deliberation. Friends, now the time has come for us. So we have a question and answer session. We'll take one or two questions from the audience. So we have received some names. So we have Mr. Mohit Luthra, who is from, Deepak Upadhyay ji, who is from BSCS. Mr. Deepak Upadhyay, are you still here? Yeah, so can you ask your question? Please keep it very short, and it should not be a personal this thing. It should be the question which should be very relevant actually.
Good evening. I am Deepak Upadhyay from BSCS Yamuna Power Limited, and we are distributing electricity in the central and eastern parts of Delhi. Performance-wise, we are a very good company, logging an AT&C loss of about 7%, which is best in the country. But due to some reasons, we have not been able to get finances from the bank, because for some reasons, the banks are not lending to the sectoral companies in the power sector. And of late, the Ministry of Power is pressing for a letter of comfort, letter of credit to the power suppliers. Because of inadequate limits from the banks, we have not been able to give them the LCs of appropriate value. So we have already been trying from PNB to increase our working capital limits. So looking at our performance, so can we expect any help from PNB for a good company like us?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I am Deepak's colleague. I am Surya Banerjee. I am the CFO at BSCS Rajdhani. We have 500 crore of FDs with you. Request some non-fund based limit help from your side to provide LCs to NTPC and all. Thank you.
So Rajdhani, both BSCS Yamuna Power and Rajdhani both are here actually. Okay, good. So please.
We are aware company is doing good, but you are also aware what is the reason also that you have not described. So we will see how we will be in a position to do the help to the company.
I was hopeful because in your address you had said that we will look to the project.
Yeah.
And if the project is good, you will finance.
So sir, you can discuss the one-to-one discussion. I think that will be right. Yes, correct. That we can utilize that time. Then we have Mr. Himanshu Kumar, who is from Avahar Corporate. Mr. Kumar is here. Yeah, Mr. Kumar, please ask your question.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everyone. My question is related to MSME proposal, where rejection rate is very high because of lack of collateral. So are we having some scheme for that solve this problem of MSME?
This is a very good question, and we have noted your concern. I can assure you, we are not asking for any collateral if project is good. We are giving 95% mark to the who is the promoter behind it. So even Vinod Kumar ji has told, and we are seeing the group also. Not only the promoter ko marks 95%, 5% mark to the paper, and collateral is not the only criteria. So we have noted your concern also, and even up to 2 crore rupees, CG TMS is already available for the small project, because most of the MSME will be covered by the 2 crore. Even time will come, you will see there is an increase in this limit also. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, sir.
So we have Mohit Luthra ji, who is our Assistant General Secretary General from PHDCCI. Mohit ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Good evening to all the eminent dignitaries on the dais, and my compliments for a very highly informative session, sir. My question pertains to the public funding of projects by the banks. Now, I understand that there is a RBI master circular says that either any scheduled commercial bank or an NBFC should do due diligence before approving a public funding for a project, whatever may the project be, real estate or whatever. And in case the project is not approved, and yet the bank or the NBFC has funded that project, what is the recourse?
Approved from whom? Project financing may we have to see technical viability,
So
economic
let's say it's a
viability.
real estate project, it has to be approved by the Noida authority if it is in Noida. And if it has no approval from the Noida authority.
It should be approved in the RERA, not the Noida authority. Noida authority is already giving the land also, and they are also allowing to mortgage the real estate project also. So I think there is not any issue for the if project is not approved by the Noida authority. Is there is a need to approve the approval from the Noida authority?
If the plans have to be approved, sir.
नहीं मैं होगा तो फिर तो definitely देखिए फिर bank will not be, I think it will not be fair or on my part to commit if there is a statutory requirement. If it is not fulfilled, then we have to see.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
So then,
I think approval from authority is required in some cases, whatever cases, and without if approval is required, bank will not be in a position to sanction without the approval.
so that's what my question is. And if that has been done, then what is the recourse? That is exactly what my question
And
is.
I don't think if you have if some bank has sanctioned unapproved project, then I don't think there is any recourse.
Yeah, Mohit, you are here. I think we can have a.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So nice.
Only promoter funding.
If promoter is so rich, they can make out of their own money.
So, friends, I think it's a long session we had. Now, I would like to invite our SG, Saurabh Sanyal ji, for his concluding remarks and vote of thanks. Okay. So, we'd like to honor our dignitaries. So, I would like to invite. Yeah. So, I would like to invite Rajni sir, Chairman BFSI Committee, to present memento to Sri Vinod Kumar ji, who is Executive Director of PNB. Yeah. Sir, I would like to request you again to present memento to Vinod Kumar sir also. I'm sorry that I missed out that MD sir name actually. वो साकेत जी का नाम लिखा हुआ है साकेत जी का नाम लिखा हुआ था actually साकेत जी is not here. I'm sorry for that. This is my mistake. I would like to invite Sri Ravi Gupta ji, who is our co-chairman of committee, different committee, to present memento to M. Paramsivam ji. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite SK Sethi, sir, who is the co-chairman of our BFSI committee, to present memento to Sunil Kumar Chuk, sir, who is the CGM PNB. Sethi, sir, again, So I'd like to request Shetty sir to present memento to Sameer Bajpayee sir, CGM and ZM Delhi, Punjab National Bank. Now I would like to invite Saurabh Sanyal sir for his concluding remarks and vote of thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ashish ji. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Shri Atul Kumar Goyal ji, MD and CEO, Punjab National Bank and Chairman, Indian Banks Association, and our chief guest for this evening, for the Power Evening with the Punjab National Bank. Shri Saket Dalmia ji, our President, PhD Chamber. Shri Rajneesh Kumar ji, Chairman, BFSI Committee, PhD CCI, and former Chairman, State Bank of India, and our mentor on the Banking and Finance Committee. Shri Binod Kumar, Executive Director, Punjab National Bank. Shri M. Paramasivam, Executive Director, Punjab National Bank. Shri Sunil Kumar Chugh, CGM, Punjab National Bank. Shri Sameer Bajpayee, CGM and Zonal Manager, Delhi, Punjab National Bank. Shri S.K. Sethi, Co-Chair, BFSI Committee, PhD CCI. Shri Ashish Agarwal, Co-Chair, BFSI Committee, PhD CCI. And Shri Sanjeev Gupta, our co-chair of the, again, BFSI in absentia, who's done a lot of work and we are missing him today. Former presidents and managing committee members who are physically present and who are also there virtually present with us, eminent dignitaries from the Punjab National Bank, industry members, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is really heartening to hear the Honorable Chief Guest giving us an update on the PNB opportunities which they are offering to the MSMEs and to the corporate world. On behalf of the PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, it is indeed my pleasure to give this formal vote of thanks for the pain taken by the Punjab National Bank, coming here all the way with their huge team and deliberating on all the issues and problems which are faced by the industry in general and MSME in particular. I would like to flag some red flags and some points and some suggestions with your permission. Firstly, on the R&D centers, as the Government of India has come out that we are in a very, very bright spot, and the IMF has also made a statement that India is shining now and it is going to be one of the hallmarks in the demand, because we have the demand, we have the skilled manpower, we have the skill sets, we have the technologies, and we have the wherewithal. But the problem is in the sunrise sectors. In sunrise sectors, we need R&D. Especially, I am from the defense sector and I know that the MSMEs in defense sector are suffering because the R&D centers which are available with the Government of India are not readily available during the off time, because they themselves use these centers, R&D centers, for their own development, the PSU, the DPSUs and other sectors. So MSMEs are forced to go abroad, especially to Israel, to France, and to other places where the defense equipment is manufactured. So therefore, and they spend a huge amount of money, which is actually a drain on their capital works or on their working capital. So if PNB and similarly other public sector banks can give a special loan to the MSMEs to set up R&D centers, and this should be a recurring, because it's going to be a recurring issue. If today we have to rise in the sunrise sectors like the AI, VR, AR sectors, in the artificial intelligence, in robotics, in automation, then R&D centers are needed by the MSMEs. By MSMEs, I mean the mid-sector companies, which our President Shri Saket Dalmia highlighted, 1,000 crores, 500 crores, 800 crore companies. They are easily in a place to establish their R&Ds. And if this setting up of these R&D centers can be at a reduced interest, because this is going to be, these are sunrise sectors where there will be a lot of time for which this loan will be required. So on a long-term basis, if this could be considered. That was my first point. So, similarly, for green hydrogen, it is again a sunrise sector where India is, taking up a very big leap. And PhD CCI itself is, has established a center of excellence, and a green energy committee, where we are going the International Climate Summit for the third time. MSMEs are required to get inside this. So there is this sector which needs a lot of financing at lower rates and R&D centers. Third, of course, are the digital industry 4.0, which I've already covered. And fourth is the service sector, that is the defense sectors. The next is the cost of finance, which was already highlighted, everybody has highlighted, and the Honorable MD has already given us that why the interest rate cannot be reduced and how it can be reduced. That solution is also there, sir. So we are very thankful to you. Sir, my third very important point is the education loan. Now, India is shining, the middle class is going to higher middle class is going into yet another higher class. So everybody's got aspirations. The kids, especially in the middle class and in the lower middle class, have got aspirations to go abroad and do advanced studies. There are very intelligent people who have qualified in IITs, etc., but due to limitations, of course, a lot has been done by Honorable Prime Minister, and so many IITs and IIMs have been opened. But if the education loan is today standing between 12.5% to 14%. I'll give an example of my own kid who was aspiring to go abroad and do a study, and we could not take loan here. So I had to sell a house. I'm a defense personnel. I had to sell my house and fund him partially. And partially he took loan from US. He studied in Carnegie Mellon University. He got a rate of 2.5%. And he was working for that. He got a scholarship also, and he made good. But the fact is that this is hitting the Indian children. And if this loan could be reduced to the global standards between 2.5% to 5%, then it will help the future of India, the future leaders of India to go scale up their skill sets, study abroad, do advanced studies, do research and development, and come back with that plethora of knowledge and do good for the country. These are the points, sir, I just wanted to mention. We thank each one of the participants, all the delegates here, all the eminent businessmen here who have spared their valuable time and come to listen to such an esteemed interaction with the Honorable Chief Guest. With these words, I once again thank Shri Atul Kumar Goel ji, MD and CEO, Punjab National Bank, and all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Thank you so much. We'll have similar interactions in future, whether it will be a power lunch or an evening. There will be power in PhD chamber. So Jai Hind to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Saurabh ji. I think now we are at the fag end of the program. So we have high tea in the foyer. So I'll request all of you, please be with us and enjoy high tea, which is traditional items are there. And then we have one-to-one interaction session also with the PhD leadership. Some of the senior officials are there. So we have the Modi Hall at the ground floor only at the entry, where somebody want to have a one-to-one interaction. Then we can go there and you can have one-to-one interaction with the senior PNB officials. So Babita ji is here. She will coordinate for that. And now I would like to thank you to the PhD Secretariat, the people who are behind the show, like Babita ji and her colleague and other people. They have done very hard work to make it successful and to organize this program. They have done very, very hard work. So thank you, Babita ji and your team, for doing such hard work. Thank you once again, and thank you all.